guys, how's it going? We're just getting started here. Sorry, it took a few seconds to get everything up, but I'm actually on time this week for the most part. How's everybody doing? Sorry if I'm eating into the mic. I'm trying not to as much as possible. Okay. We'll get started here in just a minute, I promise. Just sending out my usual notifications just to be sure that people know I've just gone live. Just normal stuff. Advertisements. That's fine. There we go. I think it's in all the proper channels. Wonderful. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Don't need that. Don't need that. We'll get started here in just a minute, I promise. Um, Actually, something I would really like to intro with. I had a moment today. I thought it was pretty wonderful. Um, I couldn't help but see the humor in it. It happened at this point an hour or so ago, hour and a half ago. I went to a store. I was running some errands. I went to a store, and there was a gentleman, an older gentleman, who didn't wear a mask inside, and I didn't see this person get any, like, have anybody talk to them. No one confronted them about the mask, anything. They just, you know, chose not to wear a mask. Obviously, at this point, they're just, there are people who just ignore the risks and wear the masks or choose not to wear the masks because, it's their thing, whatever. They just want to be, uh, they just want to be ignorant about it. So this person chose not to wear a mask. This same person, at one point, is outside on the sidewalk, and there's a section of the sidewalk that is frozen over in ice. Now, knowing the risks, this person steps right on the ice, that one small section of ice, and slips and falls and hurts themselves. Doesn't injure themselves or anything. Just falls and like lands on their arm and it hurts and they're a little bit shaken up about it. And I had a mask on and I came over and helped this person as much as I could. I didn't touch them, didn't anything. Just made sure they were okay, that nothing was injured or what have you. I'm not a monster, of course. But I couldn't help but see the irony in the situation. This person who ignores the risks chooses not to wear a mask, even though things are the way they are with coronavirus and with the Omicron variant, chose, knowing the risks, to step on ice and face the consequences. It seems very appropriate, the response, and it really reminded me that there is at least some amount of order in this world left, and that karma is still a thing, and it's juicy. It just made me happy. And I'm very happy that I had that mask on, because otherwise that man would have seen me laughing and just holding back, or smiling and holding back a laugh when I went over to help them. And yeah, I don't like to see people in pain or anything, obviously. That's not the situation. But I couldn't help but smile and want to laugh about the situation that happened, what befell this ignorant person. I don't know. There's just something there that just makes me smile. Anyway, I think we're good to hop right in. I don't think I'm going to waste too much more of your time, but why not get right into this? Awesome sauce. Actually, there is one thing I will have to do, and I'll have to do it in between streams. I've noticed at the very bottom of the screen, below Ashton and Orem, like right there on that line, they're not all the way to the bottom, and you can see where the webcam clips, and it's really annoying. I'll have to fix that in between. I don't understand why it does that, because on my screen they look perfectly lined up. So something in translation is lost there. But either way, I'll fix that in between this stream and next Monday. Also, I would like to address that really quick. This past Monday, yesterday, I wasn't live. I normally go live with Critical Reflection on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And unfortunately, I didn't have the stream up. I had just finished literally the last session of a campaign in Pathfinder campaign with some friends. We just finished the session up somewhere like 10:30 p.m., close to 11. I was not feeling up for starting a whole, 3-4 hour stream. Looks like 3.5 hours of stream will probably be. I was not quite ready for that, just the energy to devote to that. I was just so tired and just in a headspace that is just like, I couldn't do it. So I'm sorry that I didn't do that, and I don't have a good way of notifying everyone when I'm not going to go live, only when I am going to go live. So I'm sorry, but tonight I'm going to be doing that stream that I owe you from yesterday. So I hope you can forgive me for my negligence to my own stream and to my own followers. Sorry about that, but I hope to make it up for you tonight, and I hope that you enjoy, and I appreciate anybody who tunes in at any point during the stream. I hope you stay a while, chill out, relax, and will join me as a critter. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and start this. Again, we will be muting the intro song, the whole thing, because that triggers a bunch of stuff on YouTube when I re-upload this, and I don't want it to trigger here on Twitch as well. Additionally, I'm going to be skipping the midsection break. I'm just going to go ahead and skip right through it. I may take a moment, just a couple of minutes, just to take a really brief break for myself, just kind of a mid-break, in which you can also break if you'd like. Oh, thank you, Nat. How's it going? Hydrate or dihydrate. I appreciate you tuning into the stream. Thank you so much for being here. But I will be skipping that at the midsection because if I don't skip that, for whatever reason, even if it is muted, it likes to trigger on YouTube a response, not a copyright claim necessarily, but it does trigger a response that demonetizes the video. And I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm earning no revenue. I'm earning nothing. There's no sponsorships. There's nothing that I'm really getting. However, I don't want it to trigger and possibly risk the continuation of my account on either here Twitch or on YouTube. So I will just skip all of that. So sorry if you were really looking forward to seeing like the mid-break stuff, whatever. You can, rewatch this. The link is right there. It's, if you look at the Critical Role YouTube channel, you can find all of this stuff. It's all readily available. Nat says, good. How are you? I'm doing pretty decently well. You might have missed, I'm not sure at what point when you got here. I'm not sure if you missed it. Either way, I explained a funny situation that happened to me earlier that I couldn't help but notice. It was a little reminder that there is order left in this world, that there is still some amount of balance, and it made me smile. But regardless, thank you for joining me. I'm about to go ahead and press play on this stream, and we will start watching. I just wanted to do a quick intro and why I wasn't streaming yesterday, so thank you for being here. Also, this is my dinner, so forgive me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press play.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, before we jump into our episode for tonight, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with our first sponsor, our only sponsor for tonight, NordVPN. Travis.
Not now, Matt. We're in the middle of a level 69 phase swap to delete SETI once and for all.
SETI, of course, being the skeevy virus who's infected the Critical Role set.
Almost in. Just need to deets the Otho.
Showtime the Sandworm.
Juice the Beetle and debooted again. This cipher is unhackable. If only.
I know. If only I had installed NordVPN on the set. Look, I realize that they're the providers of the highest quality encryption for your internet traffic and hides your IP and physical location. With 5,400 plus servers in 59 countries, it's easy to get better internet speed and protection with one simple click. And it is available on every major platform, including Windows, iOS, Android, and Linux. Just why?
Not to mention that if you go to nordvpn.com/Critical Role right now to get a 2-year plan, you'll get a bonus gift with a huge discount.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Fucking new guy. No.
No.
Hold on, number 2. I know you're frustrated, but remember, what do I always tell you?
Stop sticking my body parts into SCSI drives?
Not that.
Binary is the language of lovemaking?
No, the other thing.
You mean, if you can't hack it, jack it?
Positronic.
Of course! A vigorous handjacking will zero out the mem cache.
Translation?
We can unplug it.
What, wait, unplug the set? My beautiful baby, the thing I spent months building?
Sorry, Marcia. This is for the good of the interwebs. Okay, here I go. Watch me, nay-nay.
Travis!
This? Don't give up, number 2. Remember how elite you are.
Right, Morpheus. I just need to hack with love. Fuck me! Oh no, that did not work at all.
Okay, wait. Maybe if there's 2 of us. Here, let me help.
Ready? Why do you think that was gonna be any different?
Hey, oi! Number 2 in Morpheus! Why did you need some help, mate?
Sometimes hacking is the friends you've made along the way.
If we daisy chain our cyber bodies together, we'll create a P-Funk side channel that could defrizz SETI and reset the set.
That's brilliant cryptonic override.
I learned it from Black Willow 69.
was that?
You man I ever loved.
What?
Affirmative kryptonic override. 'Tis I, the Ultra Codex, and I have traveled through dimensions to correct your timeline from the consequences of my devious plan.
Okay,
that I-
yeah, Ultra Codex is back. It's great. Just shut up and help us, please.
Okay.
Daisy chain.
Okay, Daisy chain.
Let's go. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, slide! We failed! If only Black Widow 69 were here, he'd know what to do.
Wait! What if there was a way to get Black Willow back? How? I'll tell you. Next time, NordVPN sponsors the show. Matt, hack to you!
Totally. Cool. Thanks. Fucking helmet.
That was so long.
That was so long. Sam, you need to be stopped.
There's a lot of you. I had to write you all in, or else some of you get mad that you're not in the bit.
Never get mad about that.
No one gets mad. I think that you're mad. Maybe it's me projecting.
Yes.
It's me, not me. I'm being mad for not being in the bit.
I felt very
I
intentional.
love this.
Thank you, NordVPN, for this continued ridiculous.
Black Widow 69. Black Widow. Who's this? Who's this?
Oh, we also have the Tal'Dorei campaign setting Reborn coming out next week on January 18th. This tome is lovingly crafted to reflect an updated continent of Tal'Dorei with rich new art, pieces, lore, tons of content to use in your games, including such fun things like the College of Tragedy Bard. We've talked about it before, and it's in there, and it's fun, and it's delightfully fucked up. But it digs deeper into their existing lore for all of you Exandrian historians out there, and it serves as a perfect introduction for those exploring Tal'Dorei for the very first time. So look for it at Critical Role shops and Darrington Press Guild stores next week, and other friendly local game stores soon thereafter. Go to darringtonpress.com to learn more about it. Sam.
Yo, we are just 15 days away from the debut of our amazing animated series, The Legend of Vox Machina, which drops on the 28th of January. I know, it's exciting. But next Thursday, the 20th, Fanology PV will be spotlighting The Legend of Vox Machina, our show, during their Fanimation Week dedicated to celebrating all the amazing adult animation available on Amazon Prime Video. Keep an eye on Fanology's socials for more info about their Vox Day celebration to come, and set your DVRs for January 28th.
I'm excited. All right, well, I guess that brings
so
us...
good. That was so salesman-y.
It was really, half of that wasn't on a prompter. They just rattled that off.
Yeah,
Top
Impressed.
notch.
I don't like how you said that.
Well, I believe that does bring us to a close to our announcements. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role. Last we left off, this group of heroes, after solving one mystery, gaining an ally, and following their path as this newcomer.
I just realized my mic was muted.
Chetney Pokapi was in search of a person that they were meeting with here.
I'm going to pause it really quick. My mic was muted. Sorry about that. All I said during all of that, by the way, all of that long-winded speech was, you can see the intro video if you really wish to. Oh my god, that was wrong. Like, look at that. You can see the intro if you wish to on the Critical Role YouTube channel. I had to mute it because of obvious reasons. Also, excuse me, chewing. So you can view that on their YouTube channel. It's readily available on the Critical Role YouTube channel. Additionally, I have to skip that because it triggers a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube and Twitch, and I don't want that to happen. Either way, that's all I really needed to say. These people are beautiful. That's another thing I kept commenting on, was that the people of Critical Role, Travis, Matt, Sam, all of them, they're all beautiful, wonderful human beings, and I think that they're as close to perfect as humanly possible, probably. So, anyway, play.
Here in Marquette, in the Odiran Wilds, the Wildman Gurge, who vanished in violence. After finding he was captured by the local wardens and interrogating them, more or less, you discovered that actually he was taken by a bounty hunter. Finding this bounty hunter, discovered the person that hired them to acquire this individual, and went and found them within the moon tower at the top of the court spire. After walking your way in and trying to talk your way into their office, you were told that they were out for the evening. But as you were distracting the one person who was keeping tabs on the entry to the tower, the invisible Chetney snuck into the office as the door was closed. There, while the rest of you were leaving the tower to be escorted out for the evening, the rain pattering outside in the night sky, the early evening now coming to bear upon the city of Drusar, you inspected the contents of this office, and amongst them found a button that shifted the bookcase and revealed a stairway that delved below. There you heard some conversation and some approaching footsteps. Scrambling about, you couldn't find a way out of this room and hid in the corner invisible. However, some of the things that were now missing at the desk where it was once left, the individual whose office it was, Volley, began to search around, saber in hand, of who might be responsible, poking and prodding and swiping in the corners of the chamber. As it began to bear upon you, you immediately leapt onto the arm and shoulder and back of Volley, jumped onto the desk and through the stained glass window, landing into the wet grass of the courtyard outside. And that was where we left off. The rest of you, who at this moment have been kind of forced out of the tower, closed behind you, you take a moment to talk amongst yourselves before you hear to the left side of where you're standing around the eastern side of this tower. What do you do?
That can't be good.
Nope.
Shall we?
Okay. Yep. We got eyes on that.
Just hurry and get out of here.
Can we see him at all?
It's around the edge. You just hear the sound.
No,
We run over.
we're heading that
Can we
direction.
run over that direction without like running backwards, just like so we can see the angle?
Okay, got it. Chetney.
Yes?
Rolling on the slick grass, you kind of you feel the impact of the shoulder. You glance over and can see there in the stained glass, Volley there, saber in hand, going, "Who are you? Show yourself!"
Back up.
I'll try to stay
Back up.
All right. Roll a stealth check. You're invisible, so you have advantage on it. But the rain is
Predator, probably.
making it a little easier for them, perhaps.
19.
19.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's not a good face.
As they're standing there at the window, saber in hand, glancing out. There.
Oh,
And they jump from the window and begin giving chase after you.
oh fuck.
I send. Oh, I can't. Can I send a message to Jenny?
Do you have to see the figure? What does it say in the spell?
No.
I think it's just within 100 and...
You just point in the
You
direction.
don't have to
Yeah, it's
see,
within
right? You
Then
point your
you-
finger towards the creature within range. Doesn't say
120
you have to
feet.
see.
Are we that far?
You are at this point as you just begin to rush around after hearing the shouting and shortly after the glass impact, you can see a figure running away from the window. That's all you can see.
I say, oh, Chetney, you should run to 9 o'clock towards the front of the building. Where the fuck are you going?
Can I reply to this?
You can. You can reply to this
I'm
message.
in hot pursuit. they're in hot pursuit.
Oh no.
He's in hot pursuit.
No.
So, as you all kind of turn around and see this happening, the figure is giving chase. And what's your speed?
It's not great. 25.
The figure is gaining on you.
Yeah.
In front of you, you can see there is a hedge approaching quickly, and what looks to be probably a heavy bench just past and kind of poking out the side of it. You're not sure what's beyond the hedge. What are you doing?
I'm running, but I'm going to start engaging in a serpentine style running pattern to try and shake him loose.
How far away is the man chasing Chetney now?
From where you guys are,
Yeah.
I'd say about.
Can't see him.
Can't see him, but you see the man running, and he's kind of like, from where you're positioned, it's not an open field. You can see like he crosses by some of the hedges and kind of you lose sight for a second, then becomes visible for a moment. Is about, I'd say about 100 or so feet from where you are.
Okay.
He's just,
I'm gonna talk to Chetney.
You can't see me yet, right?
No.
Okay.
If I can talk to you, I think I need to see you
Yeah,
to
then you
start
can.
the connection. Shit.
I could do another message.
Just ask him if he's close by us. I don't want to hit him.
Chetney? Are you close by? Imogen doesn't want to blast you out of the sky.
Holy shit! I don't think I'm that far. I'm running to where we came in. Just fucking lay it on me.
I'm gonna
Do it.
So-
He's running this way.
Okay.
You don't respond mentally.
I say it out loud.
Yes, to message.
I still say it anyway.
Okay.
He knows where you are.
And as you start saying this, you watch as the eyes are following, and then you hear the chuckle and begins to push even faster. You have one round of actions before he gains to you. What are you gonna do?
Can I try something?
You can see him at this point, but you're about to lose sight between
The
him
man-
past another hedge.
Okay.
Chase or person chasing.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to kill anybody.
No. I'm gonna pull out a handful of my ball bearings that I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use
Catapult.
catapult to shoot them out. I want to aim it as like low so he can like get under his feet. I'm gonna try to trip him from a distance.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. This will be difficult, just so you know, because it is in the middle of the rain, and he is running between stone and dirt ground. In which case, the ball bearings,
I
depending
want
on where
it to
they
be
hit,
on the.
might
I
not.
want it to be on the stone.
Right.
When he gets to
so
the
it's
stone.
possible. It's just a difficult roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll an attack.
Is he within 60 feet of me at this point, or would he be?
No, he's running parallel, so you'd have to
Okay.
actually approach.
Okay, then I'm gonna use a. Oh God. I'm gonna use a sorcery point
Okay.
to double my distance.
You can indeed do that.
Okay.
Okay.
FCG.
Hell
I
yeah.
Stare her in the eye and just say, "Come on, you gotta make this work," and I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay.
All right,
I'm just
here we
rolling.
go.
You're just rolling a
Welcome to the
D20,
stream, everybody. I
and add
appreciate you guys
your
being here.
Spell attack modifier, I believe.
Okay, it's actually a dexterity.
I hope
save,
you're ready
so I don't know
for
how that
some
works.
critical
Yeah.
roll.
Part. Never mind then.
Let's start right out into
Block out the world.
everything.
Focus
Well,
on
if it's a
this.
dexterity save,
Oh,
on
then
his-
I don't have to roll. Thank
You
God.
don't have to roll for that one.
Because that was a 1.
That was the one.
You don't want to. It didn't count. It didn't count. It didn't matter. It didn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything.
Burn one. Get out of the way.
You release it. And you see a clump of dirt to his side. Unfortunately,
That's such a cool idea.
it was fucking cool. Anybody else have anything they want to do before it gets back to Chetney? I want each
I'm
of you to get
changing
one more.
my hand
well,
out
you,
for-
you did guidance
Okay.
first. That's your
Then
thing.
forget it.
I crack my neck and take my form of dread.
Okay. All right. Form of dread is clicked in. Veil falls over. Who else?
They're coming straight towards us right now?
They're running parallel across from where you guys are looking and heading what looks to be giving chase.
How close could we get if we were moving towards the situation?
I'd say they're about 90 to 80 feet from you right now. So even at a move and then an action, you would close the distance mostly, but still not get up to them.
Okay, I'm not going to rage or anything. I'm just going to start walking towards. Put the hood up, walking towards.
Okay.
Are we?
I don't want to engage. I don't want him to know it's us.
I'm just walking. I'm not running.
I'm on Ashton's heels.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind him.
I'm not engaging. Not even looking.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, going along.
What are they gonna
You have
do?
a trio walking at a brisk pace in that direction, but not quickly closing the distance.
And you said there's like bushes and shrubs and everything.
Correct.
There's
Hedges.
depth of view, and they're going like this.
Correct.
In comparison to us.
Yeah, and you'll see them and they vanish behind the hedge and appear and then vanish. And right now they're in sight, or he's in sight. You do not see Chetney.
I'm gonna get really low and scuttle like this way, if I'm coming this way, and try
Get
to
low and scuttle. He's crab
close
walking.
so that I know they're gonna run past me, and crouch low behind a bush. I'm gonna pull a little burlap sack out of my bag.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check as you dart around to try and cut them off along the way.
Good. That is 23.
23. Okay. Starting off through the rain, the cold and wetness sinking into all of your various suits and armor.
I'm also gonna move, not the direction that Warren is going, but kind of backing up against a hedge.
Okay.
To let them get past me.
You've got it. Okay. As y'all are moving forward.
If I could look over my shoulder, is he getting within striking range?
He will be here in a moment. You have one more thing you can do before he gets up to you.
Okay, I'll save that one thing.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my action to dodge.
Okay.
So whenever it gets close, I'll turn on my heel and stare down my attacker.
Okay. As you get to the edge and you can see, you come up upon where that hedge is and there's the bench off to the side. You have to dart right or left to even get under or try and leap over it. But instead, you dig your heels into the wet dirt and spin around. And there you prepare yourself in a defensive stance as you see bearing towards you, saber in hand, a large swipe in your direction. Burglar!
Do you have to roll a disadvantage?
He does.
Okay,
That'll be a 12 to hit.
That misses!
That's his turn.
One hit.
All right, so what are the rest of you doing?
I got an idea, but I don't know if anybody else is.
Can you mind fuck him?
Yeah, that's the idea.
I think that's
Maybe that's the thing.
Can I step out and go? Oh, Mr. What's his name? Volley. Mr. Dertrana. Mr. Dertrana.
What?
Oh, thank goodness.
No.
And I'm gonna start running towards him.
No, stay back.
I'm so glad you're here. You know, I've been searching everywhere for you.
Are you doing anything?
Well, I used my turn. That was my...
Right, we're coming back to, like with all this happening, and they're slowly approaching,
As I'm
you're
approaching,
yelling.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on him.
Come on.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
15 for you?
Charisma.
But what number?
14.
14.
14. Got it.
Is it a roll?
It is a Christmas saving throw on their side.
Okay.
Christmas saving roll.
A Christmas saving.
A Christmas saving roll.
It's a Christmas banner.
That is a 13.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I can make the target indifferent about creatures of my choice that it is hostile towards.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I'm just gonna try to calm him down and make him feel like he doesn't need to go after anyone right now.
Okay. Miss, I'm dealing with a burglar of some kind.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm very confused. I'm missing things from my... Who is in there? Who are you? Step out.
Who are you talking? Sir, I don't mean to. I don't see anyone.
Make a deception check.
I just lay prone on the ground. Very close to the ground.
What was that? That was terrible. 8. Oh, but
just
I got
gonna
it
have a
still.
line down.
D4.
9.
Right. And looks past you at the
I'm walking over.
the rather intense-looking individuals that are now kind of rolling up behind.
You all right, weird guy? What was that about?
I'm fine.
All right. Walking away now.
I look and try to make eye contact with Orum.
You see, like there's gears turning in the head. You've definitely halted the assault and calmed him to a point of conversation, but there's still a look of intense mistrust and putting the pieces together in his head as he's kind of looking about.
In my head, I'm just gonna tell Laudnut, stay back, make sure nobody comes up. He's aggravated.
You hear a small whisper from the ground go, I died in that room. Let me be free. And I'll start running towards the rest of the room.
Oh my god!
Like you're a spirit?
Okay. Okay. Make a stealth check and a deception check.
What is even happening? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna instantly go. Did you hear that?
And I am going to hit him with not hit him
with a knife.
Just stab him.
What do you have?
A knife. No. What's it fucking called?
19 for stealth,
Okay.
but only a 16
Stop
for
it.
deception.
Okay.
And I do unsettling presence to him to just aid to that feeling like maybe it is a fucking ghost.
Okay, what is the range on unsettling presence?
15 feet.
Ooh.
So you backed away. You're very far.
Okay. Does that not work?
Not yet.
No.
You can get closer to try and do it though.
How far away? I'm kind of hidden behind a bush.
Right, but you're about 60 plus feet away.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while.
That's far. That's
Yeah,
far.
Marisha, what are you doing?
But you can begin to work that way.
I'll
if you
begin
want.
to work that way just in case it's needed, but stealthily.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Yep. Going carefully and stealthily is slower, so it'll take a couple rounds to get there.
Uh-oh. 6.
Okay.
So he
So-
still should be indifferent unless he's attacked or harmed by a spell.
Right.
Just so we know.
Indifferent, yes.
Yes,
They're
I'm
still
just
a person with their own.
fully. I'm just saying that please don't attack him or else it might get.
About 15 feet back behind Volley, you see from a bush a little head go like.
As you dart by, pulls the blade back and goes.
Did you hear that?
Fucking Chetney!
What is going on?
Is this place haunted?
Is it? I don't think so. Who are you? What are you doing out here?
Oh, me? What?
All of you!
Ernest just has her mouth open, drinking the water.
I came here.
She
Ian is
would.
your assistant.
She would.
We came here just a little while ago to leave a message with you. We were hoping to have a meeting actually.
Well, I've been busy. I believe I notified him of that.
Yeah.
And at this point looks past and sees the dark, veiled creature stepping through the shadows and goes, "Ah! What? This place is haunted!" And he just starts backing away, blade in front, like, "Go. You need to go now."
I guess we'll meet later.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, yeah.
You just keep walking forward as he does this?
Oh no.
Okay.
But I'm not looking at him. I'm like I'm behind the bushes where he is, so he is also just seeing me through
Right.
bushes.
Eyes are just locked on Laudna, like,
What do you see?
The rain is making my veil wet, so it's like sticking to my skeletal face in a very unnatural way, adding to the ghost-like presence.
I'm gonna cast levitate on Laudna.
23
Yes!
out of 18.
So I see the act and I cast levitate, and I now put Laudna about just 3 feet in the air.
what do you do to intimidate him beyond just the presence?
Am I not doing it?
I'm just saying, if there's anything more you want to add to, or is that just it?
I full, haunted house Marisha, just kind of roll my head a little and
Throws the saber and just goes running off towards the front of the courtyard.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Yes.
No, we should save that for later. We'll bring it back.
Chetney, if you're out there, we're gonna leave.
Well, we've lost Chad.
Or we're also gonna leave.
shit. Transforming
Go,
into that
go.
Fort of Dread gave me a crick in
Drop her down so she can come.
I lower her down.
Thank you.
You can try and look for it. Go ahead and make an investigation check or perception
Okay.
check, your choice.
12.
12. Yeah, it's not too. It takes you a moment to find it if you're looking. So you guys, but you do find it. It is definitely ceremonial. It looks like it probably would hurt somebody if you hit him with it, but it's not fully sharpened. It's definitely a decorative saber.
We'll make sure to definitely give this back to him when we come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So now you are in the courtyard, rain pouring.
Get out of here.
The broken window is open to the lit office. The wall is off to your right, surround, and the person who is in there is now screaming and running towards the entrance.
We should
What are you
leave.
doing?
Leave right away.
We should leave.
Beer? Yeah, let's go get a drink.
It's night time, yeah.
I'll be dropping you guys off to meet.
There's a date.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, walk and talk. Walk and
All
talk.
right, okay, walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk.
I'm here.
Oh, good.
Just keep walking, guys. Up, eyes forward.
All right. Are you just heading back towards the entrance?
Really, I don't know what else to do.
There
Walk with
are
confidence. 2
wardens that are approaching. You can see them looking a bit confused and a little spooked.
I'm gonna look scared. Oh shit, Laudna, hide. You shouldn't see you.
How do you hide, Laudna?
I'm gonna stand in front. Yeah, get behind Fern.
Of her and just kind of like floof up if I can.
Okay.
Levitate was working.
Yes.
It's like a finch in the rain. Just perfect. One of the woods says, have any of you seen a ghost?
We heard there was a ghost. I heard a ghost.
Did you see it?
You seen a ghost?
See, the one to the right goes like, no such things. Like, no, I've seen some shit around. Just be careful.
A ghost
You
can
should
be
go.
A ghost can be a manifestation of other stresses in your life or anxieties.
Oh my God.
Is there something going on at home, maybe with your family, that sort of is manifesting?
Damn it.
Look, you know, me and my lady have been having something like smacks him in the shoulder. Right.
Love it.
How did ghosts break the window?
Ghosts, man.
They can do all
They do
sorts
crazy
of,
shit.
all sorts of things. I think I heard it.
You all should leave. Yeah. We can't get that fixed until the morning. All right. Please go.
Please be safe.
Good luck with your lady.
Make a
Don't go to
stealth
bed, man.
check behind Fern.
You can be like
You
one
are
of those-
helping, so you would have advantage on this as you are carefully statue blocking her as you
Around.
go.
Yep.
Okay. 17.
Those with advantage?
Oh, it's with advantage?
Because she's helping technically.
Trisha, pay attention.
Nope, I'll take that 17.
Okay. You carefully begin to maneuver your way through the courtyard garden. The guards are kind of, one's watching, kind of pressing you back. The other one has now pulled out his sword and is like holding it in front of him. You can see him shaking as he's kind of like moving through the courtyard.
As we pass the
Poor
location of the
bastards.
non-believer, unsettling presence.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
You see where the armor and elements of scale and tunic are, this little shiver begin up the back that carries up the spine to the shoulders as he. Oh. We gotta go. And the guy's like, shit, fine. And they both just begin looping around to the other side of the tower, just getting as far away from that corner as possible, while you guys begin to move aside.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys. We had an earshot of anybody
yeah, get a
that we
little
can tell.
further, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got into his room. I found a map and a bunch of coin. Oh fuck, we're rich. But also there was a hidden staircase, and I heard him and someone else speaking in like a subterranean room. And I think maybe Gurge was down there, but he came up quickly, and I had to break the fuck out. So we have to get back down there.
Holy shit.
Gurge? Did you recognize his voice?
No, I didn't
That
hear
made
his
me
voice,
choke
but
in
he
my
was
own
talking to somebody
spit.
else. Something
Holy
about-
shit.
I was panicking. I'll have to watch it back in my head. He was talking about waiting till something was finished, and then I don't know, but
Subscribe.
it felt dastardly.
So weird watching the raindrops just slide down nothing.
Yeah. They collected the tip of my nose. Well, yeah.
That's great intel.
Okay.
Chetney, good job. Were you hurt at all?
No.
You jumped through a plate glass window and you weren't hurt at all?
No. As old as I am, please. That's just day of the week that I can't remember offhand.
I think Matt has named these
I
days of the
know.
week.
I was gonna say Tuesday, but that's not real.
Nope. It'll be in the
Shit.
book.
Should know one of these days.
Well, they said they wouldn't be able to fix that window till morning, so
So we can sneak back in.
Sneak back in.
But if I know you have the date, I was thinking I could do it until the invisibility wears off. But I want to keep an eye just in case they freak out and try and like move him, or relocate him, or maybe take him out of this place. At least we would know that he was moved.
Oh, you mean stay here and keep an eye on the outside of the building?
Yeah. We might not see anything, but I just want to cover our bases. I don't expect anyone to stay with me. I know you have a date and everything, and I could meet up
Not a bad
afterwards.
point, because we don't want to go back in right now. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have to go on this date. Clearly.
But I mean,
I just hate
as important as that date is, because we don't want to leave this poor gentleman out in the rain without a.
What was his name?
Without
Pretty. I love Pretty so much.
And it is raining.
Ah!
How tragic it would be if he got stood up. It's just so melodramatic.
You couldn't tell what was the rain or his teardrops.
Oh.
They're gonna
So
up
sad.
security anyway tonight. It's not like we're gonna be able to get
Probably
back
are.
in.
That office is gonna be full of security.
Well, I mean, a secret door is still a secret. I don't think he knew that I was down there. Just that things off his desk were missing. So as long as they don't move him out of the facility,
which they might do after tonight.
They might, and if we do, then I can follow them and we'll know. But if they just keep him inside, we'll at least know that much. It'll narrow our search.
Did you see him down there?
No, I only heard voices from the top of the
So
stairs.
you heard him talking?
Gertz? No. Yep, and then some other voice.
I don't think it's a terrible idea. However, if you said that there was a subterranean room, there's also nothing to say that there aren't subterranean tunnels of some sort that they could be, whisking him around in.
True.
There are definitely tunnels in this city.
So did you hear anything else down there? Names, places, things they're trying to.
Something about nightmares or kings.
Yeah, I was totally taking fucking notes when I was standing up there. But the rain washed them off my hand.
Oh, no.
But I got a mind like a trap. And they said the name Nightmare King. And there was other stuff.
The Nightmare King was written on a note in the desk.
Yep, it was on a note.
But you heard her name Ira.
Ira!
And they were talking
Ira!
about killing a
Tomorrow's
kid,
definitely gonna get collected.
looking for more people.
Jesus.
Kid needing a
Just listen to
Mahan
images.
kid.
She's up in my fucking head, unwarranted again.
Act 1. Sneak into a tower. Act 2.
Yeah, can I just relay all the stuff that I
Go ahead and roll a
heard?
history check for me.
That was so
That
quick.
was
That
fucking
dice.
great. Wait a
Fuck you, dice.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, 19 and then plus 1.
Hell yeah.
Angry spicy.
Good job.
That's a pretty decent roll.
Fucking good roll. Fucking good roll.
Fucking good roll.
Your caretaker had mentioned through the various stories that she told you over the years of certain myths and tales of intrigue and shadow and mischief throughout the Feywild, and one of these tales centered around an entity that, if you recall correctly, had something to do with the Nightmare King almost.
You know something? I have heard that name before. The Nightmare King. Mm-hmm. My grandmother told me many stories about the Nightmare King, and
Is he as bad as he sounds?
oh, terrible. Just terrifying. Just an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
But someone who was local to the Fey realm, or wherever you're from?
No, I it's just stories I've heard, so I don't know. I don't know if he's from the Fae or, around. Just, I've heard stories.
Was this like a children's story?
You took that
or-
book with you, right, Chetney?
Huh?
You took that book with you?
Yeah.
Little
I pulled it out and I got like a bunch of. Oh, there's platinum in here, and there's a
Well, let's
fucking.
wait till we're not in the rain anymore and we can look at those words.
I also got a map.
The best you can recall, because you did roll a 20, which is decent, is just tales of a figure that
Yes.
bent and twisted nature for fun. And beings that existed within nature just didn't care for him.
It was very scary. I also heard that, at least what my grandmother told me.
So chaotic.
That when you were asleep and laying on your pillow, he would give you a wet willy in your ear and crawl through and give you nightmares. And just stand there above your bed, over you, just giving you absolute terrifying dreams. And sometimes you might not wake up.
Your grandma told you these stories as a child?
Well, this is the story, you know, that I've heard over time.
Wet willies on their own are really bad.
I don't know about the wet willy part. I was just trying to make it not as scary. But I do know he gets into your, you know.
Sounds like he had to lubricate, you know, his
to slide through.
Yeah.
By this point, I'd say you have exited the courtyard.
Okay.
And a number of other individuals have kind of been escorted out, and it looks like they're kind of closing it down for the evening.
All right.
Anybody eyeballing us from behind?
Roll perception check.
A natural 20 and a 1.
Whoa.
That one's not a 20. 20 plus 4, so 24 total.
Gotcha. I mean, every person that leaves is generally given an odd glance. Yeah, I mean, there's an intense look, but you don't see anybody following you at the moment. But you're all definitely being kind of
conspicuous.
Jenny, how much longer can your invisibility hold? It can't be too much longer, can it?
15 more minutes.
15, 20, I'd say at this point.
Are you gonna stay here for 15 minutes, or should we just go?
No, we could like walk a little ways away, and then I could hide behind Dorian's sweet calves, and then drop it, and then I could just be there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So you're not gonna try to sneak back in tonight?
That sounds like a great idea. No,
I love
I can't do that.
Robbie's reaction to calves.
Okay.
There's a lead. I mean, this is more than I had before I met you, so this is... Oh, I'm getting my wood's worth.
At least half a toy.
Your wood's worth?
Yeah, the toys are commissioned.
Oh.
Took me. I was. Yeah, me too.
Well, what? You look pensive.
No, what if the Nightmare King is real?
Well, of course he is real. Look, I've been called the Nightmare Queen, you know, so.
Oh,
shit. It just depends on where you go.
I mean,
from
she is a
town to
queen.
town.
She's very much a queen.
Maybe
Yas,
it's just
Queen
misunderstood,
Slay.
honestly.
Maybe.
Do you know what kind of nightmares he gives?
I don't remember. Every time my grandmother would tell me this as a bedtime story, it was all kinds of different dreams. And just terrible, terrible things. And I would always, you know, I would never sleep well after she would tell me this, but it's kind of fun, though.
Very often, children's stories are based in reality. Cautionary tales.
Yes, very true.
Wolves in the night.
Yes.
It's a way to keep children safe from the real things in the world.
Yes.
Case in point.
Wolves in the night?
Sure.
Great way to prop up your rep too. Moving around, making sure people are worried when they find out that you're in town.
That's true. That's true.
Why does he have this king's name in a book?
And it sounded like someone involved in this conversation was kidnapping
Seemed
people
like
or creating
request by the Nightmare King, right?
To create ruckuses, to create chaos.
Anybody was taking notes better than me?
You got that
Clearly.
keen mind feature handy there.
What did my Nightmare King bring alive is all I wrote down.
Yeah, that they were talking to someone named Ira. They were talking about how they had a patron and how they had to pass legislation in a very quickened manner, and that they were trying to make patterns across the city. And then Ira was like, "Bring me riffraff from the streets, or a Mohan child. That would be fun. That would spice things up." Or he said something like that. And then Volley was like, "Ma, what? I don't want to." And he was like, "Finish your work." That's what I wrote.
So Ira's the boss.
No. Well, yes, I think once Ira's work is done, yeah.
So Volley works for Ira. Ira works for the Nightmare King. Is that right?
Maybe. But it seems like Volley was like, "Ugh, I'm unsure about this. I don't want to."
Ira had more of a mad scientist vibe.
At least from what Chetney told us.
Is this table talk or is this role playing? I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
Pigeons here.
So many pigeons.
Shit. God.
Been a while. Haven't seen that many pigeons in a long time. So many pigeons.
All right.
So go on your date. I'll
Yeah,
stay.
yeah, we'll head
Well,
over
we gotta
to
go
the...
to
Yes.
for your date.
Smolder
You
gotta go
must-
all the way to Smolder Spire. Are we coming with you?
Go
or are
on
you
the
just
date.
Gonna go on your own. I guess
It's
you don't need
important.
A chaperone or anything.
Absolutely the most important.
I mean, yeah, it's up to you.
No, you're fine.
Do you want to be our chaperone?
I've just never seen a date before. I would love to know what happens, but
You should check it out.
Sure, yeah, come with
I mean,
us.
dancer would, dancer hooked up a lot, but didn't really date a lot. So I was just sort of curious.
Oh,
Pretty
well,
didn't strike me as the type that would mind for you guys to
no,
bring
yeah,
a friend.
It could be like a double date.
We could do the puzzle
Four?
trick.
Yeah.
All night.
Only if it's. I don't want to be a fourth wheel. Fifth wheel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fifth wheel.
But y'all, do we need to go talk or anything, or reconnoiter, or we're not
Maybe
going?
let's go to that tavern. We can sit down, talk, and then
Wait till Pretty gets off of his shift.
and then we'll head out.
Okay.
Ashton, here's 4 platinum.
4 platinum.
Yeah. And I think I owe you 3, right?
That'll do very nicely.
It's up to you.
Yeah, take it. It's fucking heavy. Thank you.
4 platinum.
How do you owe any of us?
I thought you opted for the toys. They're works in progress. I'll have to take a percentage off of the deposit amount. I mean, I can't just...
When can we make our requests?
Yeah, we haven't even told you what we want yet.
Oh, I was just basing them off of your general outward
Are you going to
personalities.
surprise us?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's great.
But
that's
I
good.
also take requests.
I want a rat puppet. For
Rat
pate.
puppet.
That was a genuine request, yes.
Got it.
4 pate.
Like
So a smaller rat
like
puppet?
Pate will hold the
Well,
other.
Pate needs a
He needs a
or a
companion.
So same size as
Tails all the way down.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Though it would be
Oh,
really
rat
cute.
puppet. I wrote down something else, but I think we're talking about the same thing. Yeah. Mine started with an F, but go ahead.
May I have a very long pipe?
Oh shit! Like a big long meerschaum pipe, like all ornate and stuff.
No, so I can put some lavender and little things in there that I can just smoke.
Yeah. Oh, we can get down like that. Yeah.
It's really great. It's good for you.
Fern, I didn't know. Long ass pipe. Chronic.
Everyone mark off a silver if you're all making your way to the Smolder Spire, by the way.
Bye, guys.
You're staying behind, right?
Yep.
Oh my.
I am too.
I actually, this platinum, I may have a lead, but I can't have to do it by myself, and this platinum may give me exactly what I need. Where can I meet you all? Where are we meeting up after this date?
Oh yeah. Where did we sleep? Wait, where are we staying?
A lead? What kind
Spire
of
by
lead?
Sit and swell. Spire by
Works
fire.
out, I'll let you know.
Do you want me to join you? I'd
Oh no,
much
I got
rather,
this.
I think
This is way more important.
the date is?
You gotta see this.
I know, but I don't want you to be in danger.
No in danger. This is a friend who I owe money to. It'll be fine.
A friend.
It'll be a friend again once I pay them back.
It seems to be a study of all the interactions
fair.
of life, and that's really sort of a central.
For sure. I would love to.
Yeah.
Also, don't want Ashton to do anything Ashton-y.
I'm easy. This is good.
As much as I'd like
Split
to
the party.
witness this act of romance, I don't feel right leaving Chetney behind either. And yeah, if you're all right, Orm, I'd like to stay with you both.
Well, you got some trauma with leaving somebody behind? What's the deal here?
No, you. I feel like you're one of us now, and when you're one of us, we take care of each other.
Appreciate that.
What's that sound in your voice? What's it's?
His lip is quivering.
Gotta get this coming out of the rain.
Are you crying invisibly?
It's raining fucking cats and balls.
Cats and balls?
Yeah, what's the expression in where you're from?
Yeah, it's cats and balls.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's raining water. What I usually hear. Just. It's water. I don't.
All right, well, so we'll
It's
split up
weird.
3 ways then?
I guess so.
Should we rendezvous at a certain time? Or?
I can't imagine this date will take longer than a couple hours.
But what if we're having a good time?
It could go late. You never know.
Let us know if it's going well. Just check in. Just check in with everybody.
Well, we
pretty.
need one of the stones.
Yeah.
Oh, who has the other standing stone?
Well, I've got one. And Dorian's got the other one.
Oh, Dorian,
so
can you
we'll
pass
just
over one of
lend
the
one.
standing stones, and then we can.
That's a funny story. I gave it to my brother.
That's funny.
Oh my god, you fucking did.
That makes sense.
That's funny
I
though,
mean, it's still
because
funny.
the
Yes.
reason it's funny is because now it doesn't work.
Why are you apologizing?
Oh.
It was equally yours. We could just trade it. It's like the, Sisterhood of the Traveling Rock.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Plus, your brother could die.
Okay.
Plus, your brother could
All
die.
right, so we won't know when anybody else is done with their shit, so we'll just meet back at the Spire by Fire whenever.
Fire by fire.
Well, yeah,
Oh, it's
I might be a little late. I just want to make sure that there's no movement. Clandestine operations usually happen deep in the middle of the night.
And are we making? I mean, are we at least casing this place later to strike while the iron is hot?
Yeah.
Or are we just letting it go?
Well, we won't be able to get back in tonight.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
maybe Orm has a point. We can just look for entrances and things to exploit in a casual way.
Yeah, the three of us.
In
will
a
just
casual way,
take a stroll
business casual.
around the place.
Maybe,
Keep an eye on
Chetney, you should get rid of anything that you stole from the office, so that if they do find you and they stop you, they won't check your pockets.
Oh,
That's
right.
a very good idea.
Somebody, is anybody looking?
You've all walked far enough away. Go make a perception check for me.
Any illegal contraband?
9.
Looks pretty safe at the moment.
Maybe we can do it when we get on the. You can just ride in the car with us. Cause that's a nice private place, and then you
Why
can.
would I give away a silver just to ride to the car?
Because you got a lot of money. I thought you said you were rich now.
Well, I am, but I handle my finances responsibly. I'll ride the car.
All right.
Dorian and I will stay here and keep an eye on the tower. Come back when you've unloaded the money.
Okay.
Dorian, do you need any help being a little bit more stealthy, or are you okay?
Despite my appearance, I am surprisingly stealthy.
Well, it is raining, so maybe, you blend in more.
Well, my cloak inside is the brightest part. I'll wrap around me.
How about you, Orm? Do you need some stealth help or anything?
I mean, I'm pretty wee, but I'll take it.
Oh, okay.
Does it last a while?
An hour.
I'll take it.
Okay. I'll enhance ability. On, I think it's dexterity for stealth? Yeah.
Yes.
Viper armed.
Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace. You're nimble and agile as a kitty cat.
Indeed. All
I'm
right.
just gonna walk by Dorian on my way over. I'm not disappointed. I'm just angry. I'm gonna keep going.
It's all right, Dorian. We understand.
think it was actually a very good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fat.
You're welcome.
All right. So, you two are staying behind at the moment. You're going to ride the gondola back and up to trade off. All right. As you all step in, you can hear the rain tapping on the top of the enclosed gondola as you all step on it, kind of swing slightly
Don't do
before.
it, Fern. Don't do it. Don't do it, Fern. Stop.
And I shake really hard, and all
It,
the
like,
water comes off.
sprays. There is one well-dressed Pakidon, older, is like wearing a suit that maybe like fit him better when he was younger, and it's a massive suit, but it's already kind of a little tight. And as you shake, it just scatters across the back as he's facing away from all of you. Like he's one of those people in the elevator that just doesn't want to make eye contact. You watch him go.
Oh. Prestidigitation?
I will when we're about to get off. I don't want him to know we can do anything fun in here.
You can pass off whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in your head, don't say anything, just hand it over, and we'll pretend like nothing's going on.
Hand what over?
Exactly.
Keep an eye out for any eyes that might be watching. Is it just us in the pack down?
It's just this, yeah.
Yeah, so
I'd be just drill in the back of his head.
we'll keep talking,
Looking at that.
keep having a conversation about boring shit.
Now take out the trade map, which is really big in my hands, but probably not so large in yours. Says O'Dearn Wilds.
This is all in my head. Thank you.
Wow.
So wow.
And then I hand each of them a platinum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 89 left. Okay. I'm gonna.
Didn't you steal the book? And you said you stole a book and like a chest of platinum and a bag of stuff?
Yeah, I did.
You want to keep it on your person?
I don't know. What you gonna trade for it?
I'm trying to keep you out of jail, Chetney. I'll give it back.
Give her the rest of it, Chetney.
I like that it's all been in our heads and then it's just for
Give it to her.
To be fair, if anybody could just
Yeah.
poke in there for a second.
As we're like boring into each other's eyes, like give it.
Yeah, I hand it over.
Okay.
Fern, I love
A
Fern
bag
so fucking much.
And a book.
Oh, Fern is my
You
favorite.
reach the bottom of the ride and step out into the smolder spire. Is there anything else you want to give to Chutney before he heads back?
Oh,
If anything,
Fern.
go ahead and return to the previous.
Guess I'm striking out on my own again. Hopefully I see you when the sun comes up. Anything you want to leave me with? Perhaps a kiss for luck?
I lean in.
One on each side.
I thought we were cool. Oh, shit.
Is this dating?
Kind of.
Oh, shit.
Should we at least have a plan in case something goes awry? Like, you know, meeting somewhere at midnight or something. What time is it?
At this point, I'd say, yeah.
Let me check my-
Sunset was around like 6:30. It's close to 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Sure, at midnight. Ish.
Inspired by fire.
Inspired by fire.
Inspired by fire.
Inspired by fire.
Inspired by fire. Inspired by... Oh.
Prestidigitation, the packy.
You catch him just as he's leaving. Kind of shivers. Huffs a bit and then heads back out into the rain and just gets soaked.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Well, as you separate, you return.
I get back on.
wait.
Before he gets back, probably like sitting on a street corner watching the tower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not mad. There's no reason to be. That makes sense.
Thank you.
But I mean, they like you. I mean, you could have. Well, it's your brother.
I didn't fib. That was my inclination at first, to say I dropped it or something, and I trust them.
How are you feeling about it? About your brother, I mean.
The stone makes me feel better to know that if he's in trouble and still capable, he can reach out to one of us.
Speaking of which, makes more sense for you to have that. Oh, sorry, that.
I went up too. Thank you.
I will meet you.
Tuck in my pouch. I suppose, thank you. So, Chetney, am I right? What a weird little guy.
Skillful little bastard, though.
Yeah, Amazing.
He's so short.
What?
I think he's taller than me. He's just, you know, age catches up to you.
Yeah, but those little boots have a heel on them.
Oh, you got a sharp eye.
Mm-hmm. Well, for fashion, certainly.
He's always running on his toes, though.
It's better for your knees, you know.
Yeah, they say that's the best way to run is you just continually fall forward.
If you want to be that spry when you're 200-something, run on your
I'm
tippy
not
toes.
gonna make it that long. Anything going on at all with the tower window?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus.
That is a 17.
17.
Yeah.
Glancing kind of over the wall a bit and kind of having.
Oh, what's the thing say?
Glance from distance. Still a decent
Pickpocket
roll.
simulator.
You can see there is light moving from the inside, and you guys like on the far back of the wall closest to it. I would say make a stealth check just to make sure you don't get seen kind of prying towards the back of the wall.
23 for me.
23 for me.
Nice! Good 23s. Slickly, you both vanish into the rain and the dark, making an arc towards the back wall where it meets the spire itself, and you glance, kind of helping Orm up a bit. You can manage to leap up and grab the edge of the wall, look over the edge into the courtyard, and there you can see within the window there are what looks to be 2 wardens at least that are inside,
Sam
just kind of
Ringel.
investigating and looking throughout the office. And there's a third one you can see who's trying to put some sort of like wooden pole and sheets over the broken window so it doesn't like rain into it. It doesn't look necessarily great, but enough to at least keep the water from soaking probably the interior carpet and wood of the office for the night. But that's what you see.
Okay. Grab the top of the wall. I just sort of like scrunch my legs in and then flip and land on the ground next to Dorian. All right, well, let's go where Chetney left us.
All right. He should be coming back up the gondola, right?
Yeah, he's coming to us, so he should
So,
probably be, unless
they've
he's
split the
invisible. Are you
party.
here right now?
Chetney.
You do not hear anything Chetney related at all.
Chetney related.
I don't trust him.
Okay. You do eventually return to the meeting spot and see the two of them barely as they're trying not to.
The gondola door's open and I'm just laying there dead.
Wait, are we at the gondola?
No.
You walked away to the gondola, my man.
I came back up.
There's nobody there to greet you at the gondola, and you play dead for a second before the doors look like they're about to close again.
Oh shit! Hold on, wait. Another dead guy on the gondola.
It's been a rough week on these spires.
Probably more common than you'd think.
Yeah.
Probably. It seems like the place to do it.
You rush out into the rain and catch up to the two that are waiting.
Oi! I mean,
Are you visible?
yes?
No.
Oh, yeah, yes.
So, anything happen?
Movement, but nothing too fishy.
Can you see the window or the tower from where we are?
Yeah, there's lights up in there, and there's somebody's poking around, but not much to tell from that. Do you want to give the place a walk around? I mean, we can't go all the way around, but side to side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, one of us should watch the front entrance, right, though, while we're doing that?
It's more casual. A lookout in 2 strollers or 3 strollers? I don't know.
I can just sit and watch the front if y'all want to roll, or one of us can switch for the front.
I'll watch.
Okay.
Because I got a pretty keen eye.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's true.
All right.
And I'll still keep low key. At that spot.
Okay. The two of you are now heading to the other side of the wall. Is that what you're doing?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm gonna look for any kind of
What happened to his mic?
alternate
That was weird.
entrances, other ways to access it besides that one window.
Do you ever think about death?
My death, or in like the grand scheme of things?
Just in general.
Well, I think everyone does sometimes.
Because Laden is fucking terrifying.
Oh, I don't know. You sort of get used to it after a while.
Really?
Yeah, it becomes like you ever have a friend that tells the same bad joke over and over again?
Oh, a friend.
Oh. You have a friend, right?
Oof.
Like a group of friends?
I do now.
Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, yes. Everyone thinks about death, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you think about death?
No, Laden is just fucking terrified.
That was it. That was.
If that's what death looks like, I don't know. I've got a whole other,
I don't think
perspective.
that's. I don't think that's normal.
Are you sure?
Well, no one's sure what happens after we die, Chetney. Yeah.
Nice night.
It is a nice night, Chetney. Do you talk about anything else?
No, friend.
I'm gonna reach down, and put my hand on his shoulder as we stroll.
I
Give him a
put
little.
my tiny, tiny little hand on his.
Continue to stroll. And
All right. So
They're buds
perception-
now.
It's fucking cute.
6.
17.
Okay.
Distracted by the leathery little hand on my finger.
It's rougher than you expected. It's definitely the palm of a craftsman.
Some calluses on calluses.
Oh yeah, a few splinters that never quite made their way out.
That's right. It's called traction.
Whoever would shape it, Carver. You keep a close eye across the walls, construction, any other sort of what looks to be hatches or sewer grates or anything that would lead you to believe a secondary entrance, but it seems pretty self-contained, at least as far as the towers themselves. Anything within the courtyard, you don't see anything that appears to be an overt secondary entrance or exit or any sort of system that could run through it. It's just kind of the best you can glean.
What do you think? Notice anything?
Not really. I guess we can go back and sync up with Orm.
All right.
I'm sorry about your brother.
Oh. Nothing to be sorry about yet. A little scary.
You know Orm from seems longer than the rest.
Yes. Orm and Fern. They were sort of my first friends. Not to say that we're your first friends, but we are your current friends.
Right. How did you guys? It's okay. I don't want to pry.
You're not prying at all. Got a second?
You just got a great dynamic, and I don't know.
Well, that happens when you bond with someone. You spend more time with them. You learn about the intricacies of each other's personalities and how you mesh or don't. And after time, it just feels like you're part of the group.
How often do y'all fight?
Fight?
Yeah.
Each other? Or?
Yeah, like slug it out or test each other. You know, get on each other's nerves.
I don't know that I've ever fought any of them.
Oh. You know, you don't truly know someone until you fight them.
I would say you don't truly know someone until you fight alongside them.
Oh shit, that's so deep.
It's a little cliche, I know.
My world's upside down. Let's go find Orm.
As you move to connect with Orem, we go to the other crew here who is heading towards the Soot and Swill. What preparation do you have in the short time before your arrival?
Well, we're walking up in the rain, so.
I feel like Robbie and Travis are just becoming best buds, and I love watching it.
I mean, I feel
It's
like
so good.
we all look pretty great.
Yeah, and he liked us just the way we were. I think.
That's
so.
true,
Why
that's
change it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, though, do you gussy up or anything?
I imagine so. Yeah.
Sometimes.
I imagine so, because you haven't been on a date before.
No, I mean there was a boy.
Oh.
In
but what?
He was also he worked in the stables. So.
Did you work in the stables?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and was there a romantic interest between?
Well, you know, we flirted. It was young. It was sweet. We didn't go on any dates per se, but.
But you made eyes at each other.
Made eyes.
You would have romantic stable trysts.
nothing quite so.
Did you ever like reach out to the rein of a horse and then he was also reaching out for the same rein and you just lightly touched each other's hands?
And he's like, I wrote you letters.
No, none of that, but man, I wish it would have happened.
Sounds so romantic.
It really does.
Yes.
What was his name?
Sam. Samuel.
A stupid name.
Sam.
I'm just kidding. No, that sounds great. What happened to Samuel? I hope he had a wonderful end.
Wonderful end.
I mean, no. I mean, like, what happened to him?
He's quite happy. He's fine.
Did he marry someone else? Should we kill her?
I don't think he's. No, he wasn't married. At least not when we left.
Okay. Well, he better not be.
I didn't talk to him for a long time. He was fine. He seemed happy.
Sam, the only man you've ever loved.
Just like Andy.
Just like Andy.
Sam and Andy.
Oh no.
So, what are we doing?
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's
I mean, we basically already had a bath.
Yeah, we feel good. I feel
Do you need to plan this date? Will you go somewhere? I heard the dates,
Oh,
usually
we talked
you
about
go
going to the
somewhere.
theater.
Okay.
Should we make sure that there's tickets available?
Well, I
If
think
we
we
pick
have
up on member
passes. Yeah.
passes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay,
yes,
okay,
on
then we're
member
fine.
passes. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
To the sit and swell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we bring him flowers?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yes.
Are there any
Druid
flowers
craft?
nearby?
Glancing about around the immediate area? No.
Can she druid craft?
The Smolder Spire is not known for its vast gardens and beautiful spaces. It is very much an industrial portion of the city.
What about any trash?
Plenty of that.
I start picking up trash.
Okay. You pick up what looks to be some wayward, tattered pieces of linen that's probably been left to gather oils and dirt in the street. You find what looks to be a heavily dented tankard that just kind of got tossed on the edge of the road. A thrown horseshoe. Yeah.
All right. As we walk, I craft. I walk and craft.
Command. And I'm gonna prestidigitation and clean some of that shit up.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna have a nice, I don't know, clean tankard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over the walk, I mend the tankard and I pop it back in shape. And I take some of the extra linen and I take some of the extra chicken bones that I had from the ribs, and I take the linen and I take some of my red string and I make like little like fake flowers.
Okay.
Out of
Go ahead
them.
and roll either an intelligence or dexterity check, your choice.
Intelligence or dexterity? Let's do dexterity.
Probably better.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oof.
Not anymore.
No, you feel it's been a little tough, but you think you can figure it out. As you approach the exterior of the Sit and Swell, it's that time of night where it's loud. It is crowded, and there are people in there coming in from their day-long shifts. It is raining out in the streets, but it is warm and dry on the inside. And as you hit the threshold within, you're immediately hit with the smell of a lot of people who've been working hard through the day, as well as many drinks, some food, and the sounds of laughter and a few odd turns as you enter. There you see, at one of the tables, right in the center of the room, sitting down, is Pretty. No one sitting at the table around. He has the tiniest of bow ties that is like tied around his wide ogre neck. It looks to be extended with multiple ribbons to make it all the way around that don't match the coloration of kind of the pale blue. And on the table you see 3 small boxes. And as you enter, he looks up.
Hi.
Hello, Pretty.
Told you.
And you see around the room about 7 or 8 other figures go. And they pull out coins on the table. And he's like,
Hi.
Hello, Pretty.
You actually can.
Of course.
Yeah.
Smiles with this big toothy grin. He pushes the boxes forward. They kind of skim, one of them kind of topples forward a little bit. They're a little, damp.
It's hard to buy presents when I don't know much about you, but, here.
Oh.
You don't have to do that.
I know.
Should we open them now?
Okay.
Two of you roll a d6 for me, please.
Rollies.
6.
5.
Okay. So, you open yours. And the first thing you see...
This is so sweet.
is
I love
what
it.
looks to be like an incredible, almost like fractal spiral of tiny little points that spiral within themselves. And you're like, this is an incredible craft of whatever it is. And you reach down and touch it, and it's a little give to it. And you pull it out and realize, oh, it's a cauliflower. It's a very beautiful spiral cauliflower.
This is so wonderful. Pretty?
Well, it wasn't a lot of notice, so I just looked what I could find.
I
You
love
open-
it.
You open yours, and you find probably the most perfect artichoke you've ever seen. Well kept, well washed, still a little damp in some places, probably wasn't dried properly, but it looks pretty solid.
Pretty. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I take it and I
know. I'm trying to figure out, do we put it in our
Here.
jacket, or do I put it in maybe our hair?
Maybe you put,
oh, will you
it
put
your
mine
hair.
in my
Yes,
like?
absolutely. I kind of just pin it.
Thank you.
And I take mine and I wrap it around my wrist like a corsage.
I'll tie it. I'll tie it.
Thank
for
you so much.
That's lovely.
What did you get?
You open yours, and you pull out what looks like two pumpkins stacked on each other, like small, tiny pumpkins. But you realize that they're actually two pumpkins merged. One grew out of the other, and it has this kind of like double pumpkin appearance to it, an oddity in nature.
That's neat. Huh.
This is remarkable. Where did you find this?
My kitchen.
My kitchen.
Are you hungry?
We could eat. Did you want to eat here, or did you want to go somewhere more quiet?
Is there somewhere more quiet to eat?
I'm sure we could find somewhere.
I'm gonna stick it on the end of one of my horns.
Perfect.
That looks very nice.
Thank you.
We got you something as well. And I pull out the tankard filled with trash.
It's real rough, guys. I'm gonna be honest. As you set it down, like there's a moment where even just holding together, you're like, oh, honey, and then it falls apart. The tankard, while you did mend it, it looks like the the chicken bones have somehow. You rolled a 1. I don't know how this works, but
How do the chicken bones get worse?
you watch as a series of previously unseen.
No, I heard it in your head.
Tiny maggots, kind of like out of the bones onto the table. They're kind of moving under the linen, and he's like.
Okay, thank you.
It was dark outside.
Yeah, we didn't
I
realize.
couldn't
In the dark, it was a lot better.
It's the thought that counts.
I grab one of the maggots.
Protein. I'm gonna put this on display.
And he takes the several pieces that have fallen apart and gathers them and stands up. And people move out of the way as he goes over and sets it up on the mantle where the rest of the alcohol bottles are. You see, Hero's like, pretty. We're not gonna.
It looks so beautiful. Perfect location.
It's your big night, buddy. We're gonna support you, but that's not gonna stay long. We'll find another place. Yay! And everyone in the room. Now you now notice at this point that everyone is watching. It is just a room of eyes who are some that were waiting for the possible spectacle, and others that are now enraptured by it. Many
Wow.
with a look of
Yeah.
disbelief, but mildly entertained. Some people like genuinely invested in this.
Yeah.
It's become like a soot and swill reality show. Comes back, sits. We can eat here. Charles! And the night shift cook comes out, and you see coming around the corner this older half-elven man. We're talking like Ichabod Crane from the classic Disney Headless Horseman, just like this scrawny, big Adam's apple. The whole nose comes to a point like mine, and it just kind of scoops through. Right here. Oh, hold on. And comes out with what looks to be 4 different plates, precariously balanced on his hands, sets them onto the wheeling cart, and begins to wheel them out. And he's like, "Here, or
Is it still raining outside?
it is still raining."
Shit. Is there? Do you have a table that's more private?
Yeah. Stands up as the food's being kind of wheeled behind him. The other chef is like trying to figure out where he's going, and he's just falling behind. Walks over to this table in the corner with about 7 ruffians who are sitting there, kind of watching him approach, as his shadow begins to barrel over them. Get out! They all stand up. Their chairs scoot back and fall back. They grab their drinks and leave. He turns around and goes, "Get out!" And everyone stands up and grabs their stuff and finishes their drinks and grabs their food and starts collecting. And the room is suddenly, within a few moments, empty, except for the 3 of you, the people who run the Soot and Swill, and Pretty. And you.
Forgot about him.
You're just like watching it.
6 back down. Private.
Oh, thank you, Pretty.
Much better.
Your meals for the night.
Thank you.
They are just the standard meals they serve here. More of the same.
Did you make this or did he?
I made them a while ago, and he's been keeping them warm.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm so glad to have this again today. It was delicious the first time.
So Pretty, how long have you been here at the tavern?
5 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
What was your previous place of employment?
Kinda hit people for a living.
Oh, it's kind of what we do. We have so much in common. Oh my goodness.
I like this better.
Yeah.
People treat me nicer.
Where did you hit people?
In the head mostly.
Oh, no, I'm
Sometimes the sternum, or like,
That's a
if
good
I got the
spot.
drop first, maybe like a cold cock in the back of the head. And just take care of things immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just kill him outright?
Oh, hopefully not kill them.
Oh.
Not on
Misunderstood.
purpose.
I'm sorry.
Some
Aw.
people are just so fragile.
Did you
He's
fight
so gentle.
for spectators or did you fight for for like a reason? Did people hire you to take care? Were you like a bounty hunter? I hear there's a lot of bounty hunters around here.
No, I just watch the door.
Points up front, and you can see. And you walked past a couple times, and perched there's a human fella
Okay.
who's looked like he has some arms on his side, who's kind of just sitting and keeping a watch on the door, who's actively been kind of the peacekeeper of the chamber. And as he points over in that direction, and looks back at the rest of you, gives 2 fingers over towards Pretty.
But I worked my way up the ladder.
By the way, we brought our friend Fresh Cut Grass because he's never witnessed a date. So we figured this would be the perfect time to let him see how that goes.
Smiley date to you.
Smiley day to you, too.
Oh.
I didn't make another meal, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't eat. It's fine. Just continue. I'm a bot on the wall. You just continue.
All right.
Would you also like something to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink.
Watches in the back. Breo kind of grabs a bottle off the top. And, is this for everyone, or just anyone want anything particular? Wine or?
What would you like to have, pretty?
Drink.
In the bottle, you can see in their hands. I know what he likes.
Okay.
And brings it by, and you can see it's this like. It would definitely be a party-sized dark green glass jug about that big, with just a big cork on top, and kind of onto the table.
Thank you.
You can smell it from here. That is strong. Kind of fills your cup so that if you want it.
So,
looks over towards the bar.
That's such an interesting taste. What is that?
I don't know. I just call it drink.
I like drink.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been on a date before, Pretty?
Not in a long time.
When was your last date? Who was she?
Well, when I first came to Marquette.
During this time period. I'm gonna sit here and roleplay this entire date for the next 2 hours, yo.
Yeah. And you know what? I would love it. I would love it. Oh, pretty is just so perfect.
Okay. Knock off a silver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even lying.
Lucent.
I am perfectly okay with watching the date with Pretty. Just that as the entire episode. I love Pretty so much.
To Hexam Manor.
Pretty may be one of my favorite
Arriving on
NPCs of
this
all time. I love him.
Largely residential.
He's so
There are a number of
sweet.
neighborhoods that cluster the central portions of it, but as you climb higher and higher up the spiraling streets, they get narrower. The stonework is more well kept. You can see decorative walls and greenery that has been manicured to definitely carry an air of wealth and station. And what is neighborhoods begin to give way to estates, to manors, to where a number of the Mahan houses and other guild masters and elite of the city of Drusar, some of which anonymously within their midst guide the political future of the city and the Odiran Wilds as a whole. You come to a standout estate of black and green wood, framed in non-indigenous leafless trees. This gorgeous, if ominous household you've been to before is the home of Jaina Hexam. Gianna Hexam.
Jana.
Hexam.
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 Hexam. Jana Hexam. Gianna.
I forget. Is there a little call, or is there? I go up to the door just to knock and let them know.
Well, as is your previous experience, as you step up to the front gate, the gate pushes open. There is no lock on it. The steps ascend towards the front of the manor. You can see the kind of hooked trees, their different branches and boughs twisting amongst each other, and two of the sentry statues on the side of kind of featureless humanoid shapes that just kind of stand at the ready. The heads watch you as you pass. You kind of give a nod. You approach the front door, the large, heavy, dark doors with metallic kind of oiled bronze rings that knock across the exterior.
I knock. Nobody's here.
A moment later, the door opens. And there you see standing in the doorway a female elf who, uncertain of her true age, gives the appearance of what would be the equivalent of a human in their 60s. She has very short, like, auburn brown hair and a smooth tanned complexion with a whole matter of fine necklaces with a high collar. You can see where the sleeves billow a bit and then tighten right above the elbow. Her arms just folded across her front. A singular brooch set in gold with a gem in the center that looks like jet black is sitting. Well, took you long enough.
I apologize. I have been weirdly busy.
Apologize.
I'll let you in on it in a minute. Can I come in? It's freezing out here.
Certainly. Come. Stepping inside, the door closes behind.
This is interesting. What is happening?
We're gonna go to break.
Oh!
Nice. Got us on the hook.
Yep.
Boom.
So I'll pick up from there in a minute.
So it was on the thing that the automaton was, or the golem was stolen
Yeah.
from? Was it like on the caravan?
It was
Like
on the
cart?
chest.
On
It
the
was on the
chest. There was a chest that a robot was in?
Well, it was a large, like, storage crate with the initials on it.
Like
That
they took
his-
up the whole cart?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was the one that his brother was protecting?
Yes.
But it was an inside job.
But the team that his brother was working with
Were the people that
were the
stole
people that
Right,
stole
they
it. But
So they were hired to be
fall guy.
security.
Right.
But they also stole it from JH.
And Ashton just walked between
Yes.
two stone statues.
Golem
of
me
a-
things. Yeah,
Right.
Got it.
Very Castlevania, right?
Got it.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. We'll pick up from there in a few minutes. We'll see you later.
we're still
Okay, I'm going to... I'll just mute it just in case. I'm actually going to use this moment to take a quick break, just stretch my legs, everything else. I've been sitting here for a little bit. I'm not going to have this play. Instead, I'm going to have my AFK music and everything else screen up. But I will be back momentarily. Just need a quick break. You know, if I need to use the restroom, grab drinks, whatever. I advise everybody else, take a quick break, grab some water, do whatever you need to do. Maybe bathroom break, stretch your legs. It's always good to move around a little bit. We will be back in just a sec, I promise. Okay. We are back. My hair's doing a thing. That's fine. Either way, thank you so much to everybody who's here. I appreciate you being here. It's a pretty quiet stream as per usual, and that's okay. Yeah, so unfortunately I have to start skipping the midsection, the break entirely, just because of there's several things that trigger various various issues with Twitch and with YouTube. So in order to avoid that and not have to risk my channels, either YouTube or Twitch, being taken down for any reason or demonetized or whatever the heck, I have to skip those now. So unfortunately I have to do that, but that's fine. Either way, I'm going to just roll right back into this. It should be still part way into the break, like 10 seconds ago, I think is where I stopped it. But we can just start right in. I'll unmute and go. There we go. Okay, well, I will remute and then unmute when it gets back to the actual thing. There we go.
And welcome back. So, while the date is transpiring and you are off scoping the space at night, you have come into the abode of Gianna Hexam. Entering the foyer, which is about as far as you ever get. Glancing into the immediate entryway, you can see two more of the stone sentries that are placed at the base of the large pinching staircase that ascends to the second floor of this manor, both still always trained on you. She steps a bit in, takes a piece of cheese off of a platter that she has set on a small side table, takes a bite and turns around again, her arms still crossed. So, Mr. Nobody, I had an idea as you get close to closing your debt. If this goes well, you might even consider wiping the remainder.
Ooh.
I am currently in a deep wager with a rival of mine, a Mr. Ivan Hydroga.
Ivan Hydroga.
Owner and proprietor of the Twilight Mirror Museum in the town of Hartmoor Hamlet. After the failed burglary of my home, of which you are very aware, Evan has continuously teased me and lauded his impenetrable security that he's developed with tinkerers and engineers from across the wilds and beyond. Now, I've made a bet with him for one of his prized items, should the right people under my employ be able to bypass and prove its acquisition. He accepted and decreed that he will choose a proxy of his own chosen item that he may grant to me to keep.
Okay. Interesting.
Otherwise, I had to give up something personally of my own. I'd like not to.
Of course.
You've been running with the troop recently, have you not?
Got a new crew. I'm with a new crew.
Do you feel confident in their abilities, or should we hire outside?
I'm getting confident. I don't think outside's going to be necessary. There are some complications. This is not what I was expecting. You got... Well, maybe you were part of it. I know that's something of yours, a crate of yours. Got pulled out by some sort of golem recently. I thought that's what this was going to be about.
How do you know about that?
Other jobs, bringing me closer to it. I know you appreciate discretion. I haven't mentioned you, but I will admit, I would like to with this crowd. It would make things less complicated, but You're the boss? Honestly, that's what I thought you were calling about. That's why I took time. I wanted to get a better perspective.
Interesting.
To be honest, I had already looked into hiring, and I say this with a modicum of respect, more skilled and experienced independents to handle that particular job. But if you're feeling arrogant...
No, I'm just kind of close to it at the moment, and I think it may be more complicated than it looks. I know who you suspect, and I think you're probably wrong about that, but I know that there's not much I can do about that, nor can I change your mind.
If they are innocent, perhaps they'll have something that'll lead us to those who are not. At the very least, I'm in a vengeful mood when such...
Okay.
Inspiration.
So he is...
investments go missing.
He is
Well,
actually
if I
talking
can
about it
find
with her. Damn.
something to put you on what I think might be the right path, I will happily bring it to you. No charge, just because we are old friends of a kind. No.
Perhaps.
I'll need some time, and whatever information you have about this sounds complicated. Very complicated.
I can provide pricing for food and travel expenses, of course. The Heartmore is not right around the corner. Means of travel are up to you, so it's up to you to decide what can be done. But if the wager is accepted and our sponsored troops are decided upon, it is a race.
Okay.
Do I have some time to figure it out? I've got some business to clean up here. It's having a crew complicates things.
Understood.
I appreciate it.
Don't take too long. These sort of wages of passion tend to wane with time and forethought, and I would hate to think that Avon would be, I don't know, given enough time to second-guess his foolhardy offer.
Do you want me to not mention you to the rest, or can I tell them that I have previous engagements?
There's nothing under the table about this particular arrangement. It's merely a way to pass the time amongst those who are bored and of too many means. I will say the ante has been expanded. It seems Mistress Isha Sabanis will be the one who is going to be sponsoring this other troop. Let me know soon when you would feel comfortable undertaking this wager.
I will.
It would include travel from Drusar to the Heartmore and infiltration and gathering. There is a pre-chosen item that will be revealed at the time of the wager.
I don't know if my new friends will accept debt. They'll probably need some payment of some kind.
Well, they will be paid. You will not be.
That's fair. Before I go, and I know you won't tell me what was in that crate, what do you know about the Nightmare King?
There you go. Pry for
I'm
information.
familiar with that.
There's some weird shit going down in this town.
That you are not wrong, and I have my own suspicions and curiosities. Many a late-night conversation amongst friends and rivals in this neighborhood, trying to conjecture why it's all going to shit. But
Just had a big thing happen at the Dreamscape Theater. If you hear anything about that, that's the new crew. Things coming alive, objects. We had a showdown with some fucker named Volley over at the Moon Tower.
You tussled with Volley?
It's complicated. It sounds more.
Now I have to ask, is this... Volley is a business broker. You did not physically shake them down, did you?
No, not physically. We may have raided his office.
Why, if I might ask?
Well, trying to help a friend, find another friend, and while he's into some dark, weird fucking shit, I would be very careful with that fucker.
I would say the same to you. They are very well connected within the quorum. If they are indeed involved in some dark stuff, I would be very curious to know what this dark stuff is.
Well, I'm always happy to tell you what's going on, as long as it's not a client's name. I protect them the same way I protect you.
You're a good boy, Ashton. It's a shame you're not as good a burglar as you are a brawler, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying our arrangement.
Could be worse.
Could be better.
I wish I could pass something back to them about Nightmare King, but I understand. If you hear anything, I'd love to know.
I'll ask around. Well, it may not jog my memory. I'm certain there are scholars who are a bit more, well-read in such dark scenarios than I was. I'll let you know. But, like I said, don't take too long.
And don't take anything too personally on what may go down with your hunt. I think you guys are on the wrong track.
I appreciate your candor. Good night, Ashton.
Night, Miss Hexam. I'm gonna take off. Put the hood back up.
Okay. The door opens on its own. You step out and closes behind it. As you step back out into the rain of the evening, the two stone sentry statues watch you as you step through and exit back into the night. All right.
Ashton's great.
You
He's wonderful.
3. What are you doing now?
Fucking badass.
So did you get into what came first, woodworking or B&E?
Well, B&E was more of like a hobby after the fact. Woodworking is something I've had a passion for decades, maybe longer. But I learned from some of the best.
For the wood?
Yeah, the wood. The wood speaks to you. You just have to be ready to listen.
So admirable. After all these years, you still have a passion for your craft.
Well, of course. I don't have as much free time or, ample wood to choose from.
It's about now you hear the front gates open, and as you glance over, you can see the 2 station wardens, the immediate front, step aside as 3 wardens, one of which is wearing what looks to be a short cloak over both shoulders that covers the left arm and has just visually an air of station and importance about them. Themselves a hood up as the rain scatters past, and to the right of them you see Volley accompanying them. Exit from the courtyard. What are you?
You gotta turn away and do the, not doing, no, look over here.
What should we do?
Just give them, so, this is my fucking forte. Okay, we give them some space, and then we kind of divide up, so we, just in case they make any surprise turns, and then we follow.
You want to take off right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's Volley.
We follow them, not go back to the chamber.
How the hell did we get in?
That's a good point. Not my thing.
Well, I mean, look, you're fucking all over the place. Can you get through there aside from the gate that we went through?
I mean, I think I can get over the wall, just me.
Oh, shit! Yeah?
Yeah, but if we didn't do that right now.
No, okay, listen. Oh my God, this is the fucking moment. Oh, you're gonna shine. Okay, look, here's the deal. You go in through the window,
They
right?
just start walking by, and kind of on the corner where you guys are hiding. You can just faintly overhear some conversation. Miss Volley's like, I've always felt uncomfortable in there, and it's just confirmation of something I've been worried about for years, so I'm going to be moving offices shortly. Just, keep a couple of people stationed in the vicinity. We'll come by. I'll have to move a lot of things out of the office in the morning, so that's about the last bit you hear as they pass by and continue on down the street through the rain.
All right, that moves the timetable up a little bit.
So here's what I'm thinking. You go in, brave warrior. You go in through the window because it's still open. But
Didn't he just say that there were guards all over the place?
Well, you can't
Yes, he
handle a
did.
couple of guards.
I think he can, but
I probably can, but I don't want to kill guards, Chetney.
I leave the method up to you.
What about your original idea? Just sneak behind those two. They seem to know what's going on. Maybe they have more information. It's a gamble either way. If your friend's not down there and we risk breaking in, then
he's down there. I can feel it.
He mentioned moving some stuff out.
That's right. I mean, it feels like he's down there.
Why don't we wait a little longer for the others to get back? And then get in.
All right. Okay.
At this point, we transition over to the exterior of the Dreamscape Theater. The crowd is just letting out from the evening's performance, and you see a bunch of individuals in warmer coats prepared for the cold, rainy night. Some of them are holding up what looks like leather spread umbrellas. A couple of more magic-oriented figures you can see kind of letting sort of a cascade of wind that separates it off to the sides, spraying some of the other individuals on the right and left without really giving a shit. And exiting amongst the crowd, a bow-tied ogre and his four companions. How do you guys look as you exit?
I'm draped over a pretty's right arm.
I'm dangling on him too, somewhere. Just
off of his left arm.
Yeah.
I'll be walking in front of them, holding on to FCG's hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding the playbill, trying to figure out if that was an understudy or.
I'm not gonna lie. It was an amazing display of acrobatics, and singing in the midst of it was unexpected,
Just
an odd artistic
incredible.
choice.
Flying through the air and then
Yeah.
singing the song at the same time.
And it went longer than the previous time. It was nice to get to the ending.
Still no otters.
Still no otters.
I tend to be more of a purveyor of narrative stage theater, but I can appreciate the interpretive dance and acrobatic aspects of the lauders. Not my favorite, but
You are a patron of the arts.
You're so cultured.
well, thank you.
So intelligent.
Pretty.
Looks up, and the rain kind of hits his face a bit, and he kind of just exhales deeply.
Yes.
This has been a wonderful, wonderful night.
I agree.
Thank you for dinner. It was fantastic.
Well, it's quite literally all I do. And I must say, this has been an unexpected pleasure. And I enjoy your company and friendship deeply.
Friendship.
But, I just think we're different kinds of people. Please, do not misunderstand. I just... I just think you three have a lot of the world before you to see. And, I don't know.
Oh, we can still be friends.
Of course, please, come visit.
Any advice that you would have for me? Maybe that something was off, that, for the next time around I could...
He kneels down, his knee kind of splashing into a puddle that kind of gets off the side, puts his hand on the right, or his right hand onto your left shoulder and gets down to eye level and looks at you with a big grin and goes,
You're wonderful, just how you are. Just not meant to be.
It's just hard when you feel something and the other person doesn't. It just happens every time.
It's all right.
Always the bridesmaid. That's okay. That's okay.
I am compelled by each of your adventurous spirits. But, my search continues.
This music. You'll find them. You'll find them, pretty.
You're so good. You're such a good-hearted ogre. Don't settle, all right?
I won't. I won't.
Pull out Pate. Can I have a hug?
Okay, Pate.
Goes and like you hear a crack.
Oh, sorry.
Reaches forward and like goes to grab your hand, scoops it up with your hand, scoops it up with your hand, and kind of pulls together and goes like one little.
No. I'm gonna go read the next chapter of my favorite novel. And go to sleep.
Good night, pretty.
Good night.
You too. And
Sweet prince.
you'll find your special someone one day. And when you do, bring them by, and I'll make you all a meal.
We have to have your approval, right?
Of course. I'm invested in your happiness now.
As we are with you.
Go, pretty, into the rain.
He turns as it spatters onto his shoulders. He throws his scarf with a wet. It scatters all across your faces with the whip. And continues lumbering onward to the cable to return him to his homestead in the Smolder Spire.
Goodbye, my love. Who could have guessed? We would be the ones left standing in the rain.
I could have guessed.
You did? You could have?
Yeah.
Well, are we? How come?
Because throughout the show, he was, thinking about how good the show was and how much he wanted to get back to the tavern, and he didn't once have like a thought. You know what I mean? Like a.
Oh, you couldn't hear him.
Like, well, no. I mean, well, he had some thoughts, but none of those thoughts.
Oh, he wasn't having any of those thoughts about any of us. Okay.
Oh, you could hear his thoughts.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes. It's not like I did it all the time.
Did he ever have like a, "Ooh, this is awkward, like, oh, she's getting real clingy"?
No. He enjoyed everyone a lot. Okay. He never thought that about you.
Thank
You're
you.
not clingy. You're wonderful.
Yes, just a little, just back in my head.
Don't be nervous.
Insecurity.
What did you think of your first date?
Well, it was a little boring.
Oh,
yeah. More.
The end of it was probably the most interesting part.
Yeah.
But there was food, there was drink, there was small talk about work.
Yeah.
There was.
Dates were supposed to have sparks,
It was really fun seeing y'all be on your best behavior and be really charming and delightful and caring towards him. And but I think I agree with him. It was just something wasn't clicking, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, Dancer always said that love equals friendship plus alcohol, but I think there's more to it than that. I feel like I think that there needs to be something, a feeling,
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sparks. But it was so. Thank you for bringing me along for the ride.
Love equals friendship plus alcohol.
Like the whole night.
I was just listening. Is it close to midnight?
Yes, it's.
We should probably get back.
Yeah, let's start walking.
But I would recommend that you all journal about this, just to sort of
Just get it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just to get it all. Anything any insecurities that you might have had.
You should maybe journal about it too.
All right, sure.
My favorite John
I just kind of link arms with my fellow.
This
witches.
campaign is so wholesome.
You know what? You three were the best part of the night, in my opinion.
I agree.
Me too. Or 3.
Yes.
And 4.
Who needs an ogre to make you feel good, right?
These witches be bitches.
Witches be bitches.
You all decided to reconvene at the Spire by Fire, yes?
Yes.
Okay. After a short time, 1 by 1, by 2, by 3, you all begin to gather at a familiar table within the Spire by Fire. At this hour, a lot of the clientele have kind of either passed out and are in the process of groggily finding their way out, or are the definitely night owls.
Pretty is an
themselves.
amazing
It's not
character.
Incredibly busy.
I love
but, you know,
Pretty.
it's definitely winding down
So
for the night.
much.
But you all reconvene to share your
That was so sweet.
intent.
Do we see the others?
Yes,
Oh,
you've all
this
gathered
campaign
at this
is
point.
so
For the sake of
wholesome.
brevity, you've all gathered at this point.
How did it go?
He was so charming, and we laughed so much, and the Lotters Not Otters was so much better this go around. But I don't know. It's just,
Off
You don't
night,
have
on
to
night.
listen to him.
he turned us down.
What?
What?
Yeah, he wasn't into it.
He was. He didn't. Well, it's not that he didn't like us, but he was like, you know, he ended the night by saying, "I respect you. You all are beautiful and the most captivating women I've ever had."
I
in
know,
my lives, but
all right.
Yes.
It was very.
Of course. Definitely not.
You probably talked about your adventurous spirit. You ever
That's
use
true,
that?
yeah,
Oh, boy.
sure.
Yeah.
It's not, well, how's it go? It's not you, it's me. Yes. Was that something like how it went?
Well, he didn't say that. He just wasn't interested in us, I guess.
Wow. And to think, between the three of you, you've got so many different types. Not a single one of you.
I know.
Wow. All these choices, not one.
Well, okay, Dory.
I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Everyone teases me. I get to tease every once in a while, right? All right.
Well, at least he didn't string you along.
I'm glad you had, glad you had fun.
We did have fun, and we got to
That's
see the
for
full
sure.
show, which is something else.
And a delicious meal out of it.
How about y'all?
Well, the place is probably emptier right now, if you all wanted to continue. But I leave that to you guys.
Now's the time to strike. She's
Volley.
underplaying the situation.
How are we gonna get in?
Volley's gone. Well, it seems like Volley left with
Guards.
some higher level security. There's still people left behind, but he walked off past us and mentioned moving things. So
In the morning. But I know that's when our meeting was, but I mean, he could be disposed. And besides, now's the time.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Chetney. If we have an opportunity to see what's there before they take it away, it's now or never.
Oh man.
I could
Yeah.
go for a bit of a nightcap to this date.
We'd have to find a way to get through the gates.
Oh, over the gates. Orm said there's ways of doing that. I can tell you exactly what you need to do.
The wall altogether is about, let's say, close to 9 feet.
9 feet?
Like 8 to 9 feet, depending.
I can leap over that, tie a rope around my waist, and then if I can get over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's outstanding.
But we still got to get in. We still got to get through without hurting anybody.
Why without hurting anybody? I don't understand.
Well, I don't want to make enemies of all of the wardens in the city.
You only make enemies if you get caught.
Exactly.
Or if you leave anyone to tell.
I will say I spoke to a couple of sources, and this guy is serious business. We want to be careful. This is
What did
not
you do?
somebody. I shook some trees and saw what came out. Not a lot on what we're on right now.
Apples.
Do apples come out of trees?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Or
shake
leaves,
'em.
or all sorts of things.
Bananas.
They grow on trees. I guess they do.
Sure do.
Pickles.
What'd you learn from your person?
I know who your brother pissed off.
What?
And that's the thing we got to deal with. so that's a problem. I didn't learn much about where we are right now other than the people that we're... Volley, the guy we're about to rob, is bad news.
Proper nouns. Ashton.
I have them written down. They're hard to read.
What?
Because my notes are really iffy. Volley is bad news.
Volley to Drama?
That's the I
Yeah,
wrote
he's
there.
an important guy.
Best be careful, is what I was told. Might have lined up a gig later if everybody wants to make some cash. We'll see how this goes.
What kind of gig?
Kind of similar to what we're doing now. If it goes well, it might be a nice thing.
For whom?
All of us, me in particular. But
No, I mean, who would hire us?
Is this another Esteros?
Sort of. I have a regular client that I do work for on the side. That's complicated. That's a whole story.
Ashton, I'm sorry. You said you knew who held my brother's bounty?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Well, that's my client,
Well, if it's a
Gianna
job.
Hexam. Yeah.
Who is that?
She's a collector of sorts. I don't want to say harmless necessarily, but she's good for her word. She gets things done. She likes people not to ask questions. And once she gets pissed off about something, there's really nothing to be done about it.
Did you talk about Dorian?
Gently. She doesn't know anything other than she's putting the money and wants it solved. What people assume, like she doesn't bother with particulars. She's just the money
Well, how
everyone's
did you work
trying to
that?
collect.
Is there an angle to free the family up?
Yeah, because he didn't
Yes,
mention.
they're a client. Can't you just tell them the truth that my brother had nothing to do with them?
It's not the kind of thing she's interested in. She, honestly, once she's got an idea in her head, it's hard to move that train unless you can prove something.
Prove?
Yeah.
So we prove it.
If you can pull it off, that's the way to go. But
She's hired you before, though.
many times.
Just you?
I have a debt to pay off.
What does that mean? Is this part of your old friend? Your friends?
Yeah. So, since looks like you're sticking around, my old crew, the nobodies.
Okay,
they,
yeah.
We had a job to rob her place. We didn't know who she was. It hardly mattered. It was just grab something, get out. Simple stuff.
I had a feeling it was something
Didn't
like that.
go well. Really, really, really didn't go well. Long story short, and I'm sure at some point if you want to hear the whole fucking tale, you can buy more liquor. Everyone had to skip town. I got hurt. And she figured out who I was, what I did, and instead of turning me into the authorities, let me pay it off. And I've been doing that for a while.
Is that
And
where he got the
honestly,
mark on his head?
It's a good gig. It was fair.
When he got hurt?
She's not rough to work for. Stuff I've done is nothing I'm not proud of. So, like you would say.
How much do you have to work off?
Well, if I can get a bunch of you to agree to do something, that might be the end of it.
How can we just walk in and take a job from her with Dorian, who looks just like his brother?
I don't think she actually knows the particulars. I think she just went out and said, "Fine, who's responsible?" and delight me. It's very her.
But maybe doing a job for her could ingratiate us with her. And
Yeah.
This group that you used to work with, the Nobodies, did they, if I might ask, do you resent them for all leaving you?
Absolutely fucking not. I would have done the same.
I thought you said they died.
No.
No, he never
Maybe I
said that
just
they died.
assumed that, always.
Yeah, no, he
No,
specifically said that they disbanded.
Very, very smartly took off. And I would very, very happily.
He's
took
the only
debt.
one left
It's what
in
you do for
town.
families,
Everyone
and
else
I
went
can take care of
elsewhere.
them.
He already mentioned this.
They're still together?
I do not.
So that was the last you ever saw or heard?
Yep. They did the right thing.
You don't blame them just a little bit?
You know what you get into when you do this. And sometimes the best thing to do is
Cut and run?
save whoever you can.
So, you were the fall guy.
I took it. Again,
Guy
family.
saving a fall guy. I like it.
But I did rob her place.
What'd you get?
You know, I don't know. It was in a box. Never saw it. I actually, technically, I was on lookout. I wasn't really watching.
Oh, just like your brother. There's similarities. To break into her house and take something.
Yeah.
You got hurt?
Is that this thing?
Yes, it is.
I called it!
No.
How did... Who? What?
Well... Oh, boy.
I fucking called it.
More drink.
Are we on the street? No, we're in the...
No, we're in the back. It's very comfortable.
We are in around.
All right. It's easy
It's
enough.
rain outside the window, though.
So cozy.
Oh, boy. Back in Bassaris, I had a bunch of people I came up with in a state home called the Graymore State Home. Bunch of kids we took off when we were younger, said fuck off to that place, formed a gang, made a little money doing this and that, a lot of it from Milo, who you met. This job, just like most of them until it wasn't. She has a very, very big house, and we were high up on practically the top floor, and she walked in on us trashing her office. And I don't know what happened after that, because I got hit with some sort of magic force bolt right in the back, went through the window and dropped. I don't know. I would assume, because the next thing I know, they have dragged my pretty much fucked body back to my house, and Milo had done their best, putting me back together without knowing any healing spells or fuck all. Basically with some sort of weird chaos fairy magic bullshit. Who knows? Whatever it did, it worked. It was whatever they had around. And I'm basically fine.
Gold?
Yeah, that was actually very specifically. This is what I was supposed to get paid with for that gig. It got melted down. And this is just glass. So, worked out all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking bitchin' look.
Thank you, I like it.
Yeah, I think you're sort of beautiful.
Me too. Any other questions?
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Damn.
Ashton.
Shit happens, worse things have happened.
Well, you didn't deserve it, though.
No one deserves anything.
I don't know if trust is the right word, but you expect her not to screw you, right?
We have had a relationship for a very long time, and she's never told me anything that I found out wasn't true, and never sent me to do something she thought I couldn't do, and has been pretty upfront with everything. I mean, she's not a nice person, but...
If you had to guess, the bounty
Damn. Okay.
on Dorian's brother is that principle? Or is that monetary?
With her, probably monetary, but a bit of both. Money doesn't matter to her. She has moods.
I think there's a chance that if we band together and do this thing you're talking about pro bono, it could wipe the slate clean.
I think she'd want more. I think she'd want her property back too.
I think,
I
yeah.
think she'd.
If anything, they'd get sent to do the job to return it.
She's not somebody who likes to make deals unless she really feels like she's getting her money's worth, her people's worth. Again, she's honest. She's trustworthy. She's just not very nice.
And she sounds rich. Is she a part of these Mahan houses?
I don't think so. I don't really ask. That's not our relationship. But I don't think so. She feels like I've always got
there's
the assumption that she's
so many good
her.
layers to this, and I love it.
And that's probably as far as it goes. She didn't have anything to say about anything that we've been doing other than, wow, you're fucking with crazy people and dangerous people. And if she says that,
So you told her that we were messing with Volley?
yep,
And that's safe?
yeah. Absolutely.
You trust her?
It's a pretty big trust fall.
She trusts me. I probably know enough to certainly make her life complicated, and she trusts that I'm not going to do that.
Mutual leverage.
And she knows that I was going to tell you all about this, so. And she's usually very private.
I think this is great. I mean, it's a chance for you to get out of your debt. We have a chance to make some money.
I will say,
Maybe help Dorian's brother.
Yeah.
at the very least, I will say that if your brother is taken off the table one way or another, I think they'll just find someone else to pin it on and move on. It's a good possibility.
So you're saying he may be on the run indefinitely?
For a while. Further is better, probably.
You told them almost everything, but not the details of my situation or my brother's?
I told her that I had information that would lead me to believe that who her people think did this is probably wrong. And she said that's interesting and useless, basically, unless I can back it up.
Thank you for that, nonetheless.
I do not lie to this person.
Well, what if we try to find whatever was lost?
I mean, yeah.
And that could absolve your brother, maybe.
Yeah. Or at least find the people who actually did it.
Appreciate your concern, but I would rather leave than any of you endanger yourselves on my brother's behest. Thank you. But if it comes to that, I could not live with myself if something happened to any of you doing something for me.
If it comes to that, let's not jump to conclusions.
How can you make something so nice still sound so creepy?
Fucking magic.
You're cute.
Oh,
Well,
man.
sounds
Very interesting, Ashton, and we should definitely pursue it. That's not a tonight thing?
That is definitely not a tonight thing.
No, clock's ticking for tonight.
I had to double check that I could say things before I told you all what was going on.
Do you think you'll run into any more of these, what was the group? Nobodies?
No, they've been gone. God, it's been years. It's been years. It's a good crew. They did well.
I know you say you're not traumatized by the event or resentful of them or anything, but I can just speak for myself and say that if anything like that ever goes down with us, I won't run away. I don't think any of these folks will either.
I probably will.
Okay.
No, Letters is right, and that goes for both of you. You're not going to prestidigitate us off like mud, friend. Yeah. You need 9th level at least.
That's a big one. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time I've worked with a group of people since, I will admit. And if I ever see them again, probably be a couple punches and then we'll be done with it. That is how you resolve shit with family.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for trusting us, Ashton.
It was time. This fucker. Jeez.
Sorry.
He loves you so much.
Well,
Despite everything.
I'm lovable.
There's a lot of big questions.
it's a lot on the table.
But
Are
only.
you all right, Orem? You've looked a little queasy throughout this conversation.
I'm just concerned for everyone at the table. And I want everyone to find the things they're looking for. And I don't want my friend's brother to die.
Undoubtedly.
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Are we gonna do a little B&E tonight?
Oh my gosh.
Going back into that
Going
ghosty place?
Going to find Gurge?
Just see what's down there. If he's not down there, we can fucking skedaddle.
I think it's a terrible fucking idea, but
You love those.
I like hitting things, and it's been days.
Oh
And I
man.
want to hit something really bad right now.
It has been stressful, hasn't it?
It feels so much better if I hit something.
Let's go do some crime. Fuck it.
Wait, this job that she was talking about, would it be here in Drusar?
Fuck it. Let's go do crime.
No.
Well, that's
A bit
kind
of
of
a.
nice. If we fuck this up.
And get out of town.
Yeah. I mean, we
He's
won't.
got a
Nobody will get
point.
hurt. It's important to leave people alive.
Safety third.
I've taken a few jobs from her that have left town. It's a nice break. Think of it as a very complicated vacation.
Complicated vacation. Okay.
We're gonna have to be so careful though because we just barely made it out of there.
And I can't be.
Really?
I'm not sneaky for the rest. I need to. I'm too tired to pull that shit off. So.
Thank you for telling us that.
I don't know. This feels like a thing.
Talk it out with me a little bit, though. I don't want to go in and start stabbing.
Do we have a plan?
Once we all get in, what are we doing with any kind of opposition that we run into?
You said we want to try to not murder?
Correct?
All right. Okay. But also leave no one alive? This feels a little conflicting.
No, that's incorrect.
Alive. Alive. Yeah.
Unconscious.
And I would offer that, the drawer has to be unlocked. It's the upper right-hand drawer. The button is inside.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is how you get in once you're in the room. So I
But
guess
you're in the room when you have to get to the desk. I don't understand what the fuck you're talking
Where
about.
it happens?
Aren't you coming with us?
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to assume anything, but yeah. I didn't know if you wanted me to be on crowd control or something.
What are you talking about? Chet.
What? We're going after Gurge, right?
Yes.
This is your thing. You're part of the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just checking.
I don't think we just got clear details on how you got where you got. That's all.
Oh, I shared this with Orm a little bit earlier. Because the window's broken, I don't think we need to go inside the old-fashioned way. Just get into his office, open the drawer, press the button, the bookcase moves, we make our way down the steps, we subdue anyone downstairs, and then see if Gurge is down there.
Alright.
We subdue.
So maybe we can get over the fences close to the moon tower so there's less courtyard we have to run through in order
All
to
the
get
way
to
up
it.
on the side.
Yeah.
You're not spotted
Any
on
sort
the
of
site.
distraction or anything, or are we gonna just try to do it all stealthy like?
I think distraction if something goes
Distraction
wrong.
is good.
What if we just kick the door in?
I'm sorry, the front gate?
What?
To the room, to the office.
Well, I mean, the window's open, so why don't we just crawl through the window?
How do we know they didn't board it up yet?
Well, let's find out.
Boards
it wasn't
are-
when we were there
boards
a
are
couple hours
breakable.
ago.
Well, it sounds like what Chetney is talking about is like an office and then like an office inside an office. Right?
Yeah, if you can get over the wall, we can make it to that window unseen, if we're careful, through a window, unlock a drawer, touch a button, bookcase moves, and a staircase that goes down.
Secret room.
Secret room.
Let's do it.
All of us are gonna sneak in the window?
I think
It's
a
right,
minimum
it's
number of
right.
personnel.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I only left a gnome-sized hole, but that big fuck came after me, right? So he must have.
Well, when you came through as a gnome, a larger portion of the window then fell from it shattering.
Things are looking up.
That was beautiful.
You have a lovely singing voice, Tony.
Do we have anything? There's probably going to be guards at the window. Do we have any way of? Can we make them not see us, or
Yeah, Dorian,
pretend
do you have any
that
sort of
they're
distracty things? Or?
psychic?
You, I could make some noise for certain.
All right.
I can make some images.
All right.
Not an Imogen, but an images.
Sure.
But they are quiet.
There may be people on the ground. There probably will be people on the ground. Maybe we could lure them away.
Well,
Right.
Sounds or something?
Or even make them think nothing happened. Can we do that?
Word on the street is that tower is haunted as fuck.
That's true. We do have that on our side. Maybe we can just creepy it up and.
Ghosts are on the loose.
It's dark and rainy.
Play acting?
I do like that. I do like that.
Feed into it, absolutely. That's what my thought was just feed into the spooky factor and spook the guards.
We'll see.
I've been part of stupid.
However,
Which reminds me, and I start passing out everyone's memberships to the theater that I picked up when I was there. You know, everyone has one now.
Don't lose that. They said if you don't have it, they don't remember your name.
Yes,
It's
they
just
don't keep like
it's
a
just the
record.
card.
It's just such bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. What is the plan?
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
Just gonna go up there and scout it out.
Something near the front to draw people there on the inside.
Oh,
No?
well, let's get over to the side and see what kind of guards there are first. How about that?
Sure.
And then we'll come up with our
Okay.
just in case.
Now, I'll just offer this, because it's been a long day. I could see some apprehension on your faces. We do have an appointment tomorrow morning. We could show up early. Make our way in through the front gate with the letter as, we presented it. And then we get fucking stealthy with it.
That's true.
Break off.
We
Not
could
worried
go.
about losing your man
Well,
in the middle of the night.
remember we overheard, have to move things in the morning. I know it's risky. I just think talking it out.
Why don't we use that as Plan B? You all right?
Yep.
Do you need
Plan
some
B
light?
if
All right.
Okay. Do you have any?
I do have a little bit because I.
Such wonders for the old muscles.
All right, we're walking.
Okay.
We're going up.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Second B&E of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just racking them up. Okay.
Is it?
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Returning upward.
So
Northwest
many
Spire
beanies.
To the exterior of the mirror.
Funny
towers,
story.
Return to the familiar wall.
I actually had
surrounds the
a
interior
barbarian,
courtyard.
urban barbarian.
Are you approaching from
She
where?
nicknamed
From
her
where
Fists.
You guys previously checked?
The idea, right, is to
Break
skirt around
and
along
enter.
the wall so that we're
So B&E,
nearest
because
that we
this one
can
would
be to
break,
the tower.
but
Yeah,
her
yeah.
predominant hand was right. So it'd break the skull and then enter.
I would like.
So she called them B&E.
First off, everyone roll a stealth check just to kind of.
Does somebody have pass out shoes?
Nope.
Nobody has it?
I burned mine already. I think it's still today, right?
She was strong as fuck
Oh,
and badass.
no.
Yeah, I think the only person that can cast it in this group, I think, is Fern. She
Her
has to
name was
prepare,
Barbie,
but she
I just
and
rolled
not
one,
because she
so
was
I
a
don't know if you
barbarian.
do.
Before I picked a class, I was like, her name is
Come on, I
Barbie.
rolled a natural 20.
And then I picked a
Okay,
class.
that's
I
one.
was like, all right.
21.
That's it.
11.
10.
Okay.
11.
Oh.
10.
Oh. I mean, we must know we suck now. We may just might as well.
Well, here's
turn
what you
around
do.
at this
You all quietly begin to like head along the outside of the exterior wall, and one of the wardens that's just kind of doing an outer perimeter of the space kind of and begins walking over in your direction.
He's coming our way. Fuck.
It's just one guy?
One guy.
On the outside, inside?
On the outside. This he's just like kind of just walking the street perimeter and notices a large group of people clustering, you know, over towards the edge of the wall and just goes, and starts walking in your direction. Well?
Walk away? Do we just walk away now?
Someone say something too? Someone talk? Someone
How close
charming?
is
He's about 150 feet away and is getting closer.
That was such a fun night.
Okay, we're doing that.
Is he by like bushes?
No, you are outside of the walls.
Woo! I swear, y'all, there were ghosts around here. I heard a ghost.
Are you all right? What is your business?
There were ghosts over here.
We heard it's haunted.
Both of you make deception checks, or you can make it with advantage because you saw your
Ghost
choice.
hunters.
Come on.
16.
16 something? Goes. Yes, there are rumors. However, it is late. You should get back to your homes.
Oh, sure.
Have you seen anything?
Yeah.
I've heard voices whispering in the night. Fog. For many weeks.
Over here.
I've heard that 35 years before, there was a massacre within the Mirror Towers. And those spirits still remain chained to here, begging for release.
How do you even work here? I couldn't handle it.
I'm brave.
That's one
I
of
heard
us.
that if you die in these walls, your spirit can't leave and you're there forever. Are you sure you're safe?
I'm safe. I can take it. You should open it.
Thank you for.
Now he's like,
Thank you. Good night.
Right.
Could I insight check and see if he was telling the truth or making up a story?
Sure. Make an insight check.
All my dice are betraying me tonight.
6.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, I believe him.
Is he watching us though?
You seem to have dissuaded him to the point where he's not watching you intently, but you may want to step away for a little bit,
Rethink
at least to
this
kind
plan.
of.
Louder.
Yes.
After a short time.
Maybe you should whisper in his brain right now.
Maybe we should just, y'all. Maybe we should not do this
Where is he
tonight.
looking?
He's like kind of like walking along the edge of the wall, kind of getting back towards the front of the gate, occasionally looking over his shoulder, just to kind of like.
As he's like walking kind of like right kind of ahead of his path,
Yeah.
I do silent image and I make it look like a ghost face is like peering out of the wall and does like a haunted house reach.
Okay. This
I don't know
natural
which
one.
one ends, by the way, either. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so as this ghostly face pushes throughout the stone, you watch him just freeze in place.
I cast message.
Let me free.
He just runs. Runs away from the wall, drops his spear, and just leaves the district. He is just out of sight.
He's done. He's done.
Were there other guards around here?
This is the one you've seen, but you've
Oh,
also
that was
only
super
spent your time on
effective.
this side of the wall. He rolled a natural one on that, trying to look through that illusion, and nope.
Take a peek and see if anybody's in there.
I run straight at Dorian and I spring off of his hand, and with a running jump, I can get my high jump with running start is 9 feet in the air, and I will cast Gust under myself to go another inch.
Yeah. You get up onto the top, and there are these large iron pikes that sit at the top of the wall that you kind of just grasp to catch yourself at the top. And glancing over, you now have a view of the courtyard. Most of the torch lights are out, except for the different intersections that walk around the arches that are scattered throughout. You do see where the window is, but there's nothing lit to let you know kind of what state it's in at the moment. You do see a few, they would be torchlight, but they're carrying essentially waterproof magical globes that give a similar flicker for light. But you do count an immediate glance out there. Actually, roll a perception check for me.
He's the one to do it, for sure.
That would be a 17.
17. You count 6 of those lights throughout the entire courtyard at the moment.
What's the closest? How far off is the closest one?
From you, about 30, 40 feet or so. But it's moving slowly away.
All right, so just lower, so I'm like this, watching.
Mm-hmm.
We have somebody who's not too far off, but they're heading away. Someone throw a rope up to me.
Somebody got a rope?
Oh, I actually think I do. Hold on 1 second. Who the fuck?
Somebody has to have rope.
I've got it. I got 50 feet of rope.
There you go.
Fucking rope.
We didn't even check first.
I had to check.
I put the end of it in my mouth, and then I just sort of grasp, and I roll up and over so that I'm hanging on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take this.
Okay, you feel
Drop.
the rope go taut, and now you have a climbing means of getting over the tower.
See you on the other side.
One by one, you each begin to climb over the tower.
One by one, we climb until we reach the top.
Hey, we just did that.
2 by 2, we.
Shut up,
No,
Travis.
okay.
I fell.
Person's gonna be heavier. Help me.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Eventually, you're all within the courtyard, keeping low. There are 2 large hedges to the right, and there is a path that leads across. And you can kind of see, it's not directly in view, but down this straight path between all these various clumps of bush, small tree and such, you know where that window is just beyond sight. But it's almost a straight shot across this part of the courtyard to where the tower base is.
Is it hiding? Can we hide underneath below hedges and stuff to like?
You can dart between them as you go,
Okay.
but it is a straight shot to the tower. So if anybody crosses that path, like they'll have a view, unless you want to dart in between and kind of carefully.
And roughly how high is the window? The broken window?
The base of it is about 4 feet up.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not super high. Like you were on the base floor when he jumped through.
Okay.
Real dramatic.
Okay.
Just a 4 foot.
Yeah, this
It
is
was a
no.
long fall for you.
Yeah, this is no Max Briarwood's plummet. This is like a.
The glass.
You know what? He's like a third
Yeah.
size, so for
It's
him,
true.
it was a big drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 4 feet.
2 feet off. we need to get across an like a clearing. Like we'll be exposed.
We can dart from bush to bush to bush.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
This is just like jumping through someone's broken living room window. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, keeping an eye out there. From this perspective, you cannot see all the torchlights that are out there. So you're going to have to kind of like attempt as you go. Who is being the point man for this stealth journey?
I can.
Yeah, Orem should be.
Guidance. Okay.
All right.
I'll give you a high five.
I would like first for you to roll a perception check.
Well done.
With a D4 for guidance.
If you need it.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Actually, for this, I would say you have. It would be disadvantaged because of the rain that's preventing you from able to hear, and it's kind of blocking the view a bit. So you would have just a straight roll.
Well, the other one was 18, so then that gets us down to 25.
Okay. At the moment, you hear faint footsteps and the shifting pattering of rain against a form of some kind, like hitting a leather spatter sound variation in the direction of where you saw that light. And it's not getting closer at the moment. So time is of the essence. I need everybody to go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Laura staring at her.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Yes. I will guide myself for this one.
Okay, all right.
Version of what?
Okay.
It's Robot. It's Robot.
22.
22.
21.
21.
Natural one.
Okay, so that.
7.
14.
Okay.
13.
17.
17.
Okay.
Great.
So,
Scantron, baby.
Roll over average.
you
It's a solid 14.
you dart through the first cluster of hedges, kind of making the straightaway, thinking, okay, if we can make this across in one go, this should be fine. And as you begin to dart forth, most of you make it. You kind of guiding them over, glance over, and suddenly that light is getting a lot closer. You all kind of carefully get down, and you watch as a figure kind of comes by, holding this small, like, iron rod that contains a cage at the top of it. And in this cage, there is a little spark of, like, faint reddish orange that just kind of, like, occasionally sputters and sparks like a torchlight, but it's just a magical source. You're kind of looking around. Is now, did not see any of you, but is seemingly on alert. Yeah. Whose footprints are these?
Still raining, right?
Still raining.
It must have been my imagination.
I find
Not
a
yet.
cardboard box.
If only. What do you do?
How far away is he now?
Oh, he's like 10 feet from you.
God.
10 feet.
Like he heard you guys, came to check, and you're out of sight for the time being, but he is definitely like searching in space.
Is he okay? Which direction is he looking?
He's not looking directly at you at the moment.
10 feet from us.
How far away is he?
Just being
I'm gonna-
vocal shit. Be mindful.
No,
But you don't have to.
I'm gonna mage hand far away from us. So I'm gonna use one of my sorcery points to double the distance. So 60 feet away from us. I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it as far as I can.
Easy enough to do, and the mage hand itself is
Like everything's invisible because it's telekinetic.
right.
So
Throws it. Puts a hand on the side. Begins walking towards the sound. He's about 20 feet from you right now. Still on alert. Still nearby. But he's faced away from you for the time being, at least. What are you doing?
Now, maybe now's the time.
20 feet is not that fucking far.
It's not that far.
it's like
It's now or never.
Maybe he needs to get a little further away.
Distance.
But my fear is silent image takes vocal shit.
What's Orm doing?
But it's also raining, so I don't know.
If it's raining,
That would help cover it.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty loud.
Wait for thunder.
Can you whisper vocal? Can it be a whisper? Or does it have to be full voice?
I mean, it's not like
He would get a perception check either way.
you can whisper it, and it'll be like, I'll say, just roll a d20.
All right. Another silent image.
Silent image.
D20 plus anything?
No, just roll for me.
18.
18. Yeah, essentially, just don't roll super poorly.
Okay.
So yeah, you go ahead and whisper underneath the rain. The smattering of it hitting the stone slabs around.
He's
you where the
allowing a
walkway
subtle
is on this
spell,
portion of the
basically.
garden definitely gives cover for the whisper. What are you doing?
Kind of a free subtle spell.
Out of his periphery to where he has to like turn. He sees a young flower girl
Oh,
with
that's nice.
No, that's fucking
a
awful.
white with a white cloak, and she's barefoot, and her hair is in her face.
Oh yeah.
Almost
Right.
like Laudna, and
It's a lady of the
she's
lake,
holding
yeah.
a basket of flowers,
Oh, and she's drenched.
and she's drenched.
Blood.
And she looks up, and her eyes are hollow, and her jaw is missing, and it's just a black void as she reaches out.
The guy turns with the torch and just stands there frozen.
And I make the image go, "Ah!" and rush him.
Oh God.
He passes out. he just fucking Like, that was so much at once. That was so much at once. And he rolled so low to try and look through that illusion that he just had an immediate, like, panic attack and he's down.
Go, Good thing you wore the brown pants. Okay.
Everyone roll stealth checks again, please.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, 1, 2, 1.
Anyone?
11.
11.
15.
15, okay.
19 on disadvantage.
Nice.
18.
Wow.
20.
19.
12.
Finally.
Okay. Now, feeling you got your shit a little more together, you all brave the straightaway. And as you glance through, there are the hedges to the side, and occasionally it breaks, and you can see another pathway. And of course, Orm at the front, you're keeping an eye as you go by each one. To the left, you do see a light, but it is far off, and you're like, we got the momentum, go, go, go. And with that, you all continue past the straightaway, reaching the far end of where the tower is. Gather yourselves and look around. No sign of any immediate eye lines to any existing torchlight. No one seems to notice. You are now up against the tower, the moon tower.
Can I have everybody kind of back up a little bit so I I want to open up my mind and see if I hear any thoughts on the inside of the tower. Good idea.
Okay, what's the range on that?
30.
Infinity.
It's infinity. I think it's within 30 feet.
30 feet, okay. And this is, are you using your ability or are you using
I would be using my ability, but I want to be away from everybody else, so it's not as hard.
Okay, so everyone kind of pulls back a bit from you. If everyone pulls away from you, it's going to spread out some space in this area, as opposed to you guys keeping up against the edge of it. So I'm just saying, you have to choose here.
I'm gonna keep my brain very quiet. No thoughts.
All right.
Easy to do.
I don't think
we can say for all intents and purposes, Fern does not add to that modifier.
Tiki music play.
I'm stuck on bending
You in there first, and then that would give you some.
Yeah, maybe I
distance
can
from
get
us.
up quicker so that I'm ahead of everybody else
Okay.
and just think.
So now you get up to the to where the base of the window is, and as the kind of the wind's blowing, you could hear some sort of tarp-like material is just flapping with the small gusts of wind that are coming through from the rain. And just glancing over, you can see there are slats. It's not completely boarded up. It looks like they just kind of grab up materials already, and they're going to do a more thorough job in the morning. But it's like a series of cross beams that have kind of been temporarily placed, and a tarp nailed to it to kind of keep it for the time being.
Okay. I opened up my mind.
Okay, 30 feet. Nothing.
I don't think anyone's in there.
Would we have to remove a plank to get in? There's not.
It's just tarp.
It's tarp and-
well, the
and
gap is
slats,
about
right?
that wide,
Okay.
which means most of you could be able to get through.
That's my shit. Push me up. Got quarter turn.
Okay.
Is anyone in there? Like that you see was somebody dead in there?
Yeah. Going inside, you can see a lot of the space has been kind of checked. Some of the furniture's been moved. Looks like there's been an investigation gone through here, looking for points of entry, for any other signs of damage, or it's definitely been given a once over by whoever was in here post your initial break-in. But most everything with the desks has been put back. It is now clear. Any of the papers that were left on there, it is just a clear desktop.
Bookshelf is in place.
Bookshelf is in place.
No living body.
No, not that you see in there. No.
It's clear. And I get my,
Okay.
I get my lockpicks out and I start going to the drawer.
Okay. The two people, I'm going to have to ask them to roll an acrobatics check to squeeze through the space there. Is going to be
Ashton
Fern
and Ashton.
and fresh cut grass.
Wait, not Ashton?
All right.
But he's
Athletics
big
check?
and bulky.
You said acrobatics.
Yes.
Is it pixies?
Well, I guess he has a
Acro
wheel.
or,
Acrobatics.
Can you guide yourself?
Athletics would be
I will guide
bruising your way
myself.
through. This is trying to maneuver through this space, and just even though you are short, you are relatively broad.
Sure.
And Fern's just overall
Big.
Fern.
This is a good use of
You got
a
antlers.
D4. Like this is
I will
it's an
guide
intentional
myself.
move.
Yeah.
Guidance is for intentional. Yeah.
18.
15.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Fern, you
15.
pull through, and your horn catches on the edge of where the slat's corner is. And you carefully pull away just in time to not like begin to peel it away from the rest of the structure. Tumble in and catch yourself inside the office. You, watching her take her by the arms and pull through. The wheel kind of skids on the rain that's slicked across where the sill is. You catch a part of the glass, and you hear it breaks a bit, but you do not catch the actual wooden frame, and you all manage to climb into the office of the membership. The rest of you can now take in the space inside. You can see all the.
Is it
well,
lighted here?
It is not lit. So those of you who have dark vision, you can see more of the details. The rest of you have just a faint bit of like.
No, I don't want to light it up. I have a hooded lantern.
That could help tremendously.
So I'm going to use the hooded lantern so we can just.
Okay. And you watch this image and lights it up and carries it across the room, and you can see all the. This is very much like that. Every now and then you go to like somebody's grandparents' house and they have that one room with all the furniture under plastic that's like, why do you have this? Nobody ever uses it. It's very nice and unutilized. It's an office of that kind of furniture. Floral patterns on very well carved furniture. You actually, there's decent craftsmanship for what you see before you if the upholstery is a unnecessary choice.
Yeah.
And you can see once again the delightful cottage paintings. Kinkade.
The famous elephant painter.
Kinkade.
I look at the desk and see if there are any new traps, as Ashton suggested.
Make an investigation check.
19.
19. There is a trap that was not previously set.
Son of a bitch.
You can see underneath where you first checked, where there was no button, you can see there is a cable that is affixed very, very gently between multiple drawers. Like all the drawers have now been connected, where if one of them is opened, it would pull some sort of very difficult to see cable that's kind of in the shadow underneath the desk.
These are wooden drawers, right?
Yeah.
That won't stop a man like me. And I reach back and I pull out a wood drill. Small, hand crank. And I put it on the front of the drawer and just start working a hole through the front of it.
I'm going to quietly scan the bookcases just to see if there's anything interesting. Anything that looks expensive.
Perception check.
All right.
I'm gonna look for something metal in the room that I can maybe balance against the door, so that if anyone were to open the door, it would maybe clang and alert us if we're not in the room.
Interesting. Yes, you do see in kind of the far back corner where you were
Metal
originally hiding
bookends
before you
or something?
darted out. There is a hollow metallic. It looks like an odd welded sculpture of like a seahorse, but it's not very well made. But definitely kind of makes for an odd corner of the chamber. And as you kind of reach out and grab it, you can hear the ting sound against it. It has that kind of hollow ring to it, to where even just the slight bump against it is going to make some noise, let alone if it were to fall over.
I'll put it right in front of the door.
Okay, you set it there.
Orm will stay as a lookout at the window.
Okay, roll a
Yeah.
perception check.
Useful to have a lookout.
21.
Jesus, 21. Okay. Are you still maintaining your silent illusion out there? It lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh.
No.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I feel like it'll draw people.
yeah.
Solid though. Unless they actually go over to it, right?
Can I
I'll
just
work
have
sleep.
her like just kind of walking into the distance?
Oh yeah, that's good.
It has to be within 60 feet of you. That's the only issue with it. So it would
How
be.
about this?
Patrol tower.
I'll bring her to the base of where we kind of brought in, where we jumped in.
Okay.
At the base of
Okay.
the.
That's beyond 60 feet from where you are, but you.
Oh, you mean the wall?
Yeah.
God, I thought you meant like right next to the window. I was like,
No.
Yeah, you can't quite get it that far.
Yeah, that'd be a
That's
bad
over
idea.
60 feet from where you are. It would probably have to. You either have to, like, remove it, or kind of keep it where it is, or closer.
She could just float in a 60-foot radius around us through wall. Well, no, that might alert people inside.
I could just bring her up here. She could just hang out with us for a moment.
Sure.
oh yeah, bring her inside.
Put her right in front of the door.
I bring her inside.
Suddenly, a terrifying, ghostly flower girl with vacant eyes and missing void jaw is just there in the room next to you.
Hello, dear.
That's really good.
This is one of your best ones, Lotha.
Is this your interpretation of a disarm traps?
Why'd you talk about the jaw, man? Why'd you talk?
Because that's one of the best parts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just leave her by the door, so if anyone opens it, they get a nice.
Yes. Okay, so if you can go ahead and roll proficiency plus dexterity.
Clang.
18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Carefully going through and using your wood drill, you manage to find the placement where each of these cables is currently set and where the tension is set to a springed mechanism on the inside that you had missed the first time you were inspecting the interior of it. After drilling into that point, you get
Hey,
one of your
how's it going,
tools out,
Sushi for
and
breakfast?
You find where that
Welcome to
spring
the
tension is set and offset it.
welcome
to
to
where
the
now
stream. I appreciate you
it's
being here.
disabled.
You say,
Amazing.
"Oh no, that sound creepy."
I'll
Yeah,
take,
it's
one of my
awfully
my
creepy.
refining
It's
chisels
very creepy.
and slide
Laudna,
into the
everything
hole
about her character
using the
is
bottoms
very
of fulcrum
creepy.
out. Hit the switch inside the drawer.
Okay.
By the way, thank you for tuning
All of you
in.
here.
The stream is probably going to be ending relatively soon.
And the bookcase that's
because
behind the desk.
this video's
shifts
only
out
got
of the
about
way,
15 minutes left on
revealing
it.
An open walkway into a
So
lightless space.
we'll probably be
You can
going
just
for
barely
another
see
20
with a
or
little
so
bit of light of
minutes.
Your hooded lantern, and those of you who have dark vision, steps that descend below.
Wait, just a moment.
How are you tonight?
I'll move to
How's
the top
everybody
of the
doing
stairs.
in
Do I
chat?
hear or smell?
I haven't addressed you guys in a little
perception
while.
check.
How you doing? I don't mean to neglect you.
Natural 20.
Woo! Good job.
You hear humming.
Humming.
And you hear some sort of arcing energy, occasional pulses.
That's also creepy.
Then you hear, "Don't worry, my pets. As much as I'm loath to leave my setup, let's see how much I can get done before we're forced to uproot our operation. I do hate packing."
Oh shit. Sushi for breakfast says, I just woke up, just moved, feeling
start
great.
moving
Awesome. I'm
with my
glad
boots
to hear that you're feeling
down
good.
steps silently.
I'm,
until I can get any kind of a 60-foot dark vision visual.
not
on
feeling too
anything.
bad
Even
myself.
As I'm coming down, like feet appearing, I'll stop.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I
which
appreciate
your
you being here in the
boots
stream. I
does.
hope you hang out for a little bit.
Advantage?
Yes.
I don't know if you're a fan of D&D or of Critical Role, but I hope you'll enjoy.
19.
Okay. Slowly you descend. About 30, 40 feet before you begin to see a bit of light. And what you see is a pulsing blue spark-like light. Like it's brighter than not, and brighter than not. The sound that matching it.
What the fuck?
Who's that?
Then it stops. And
Oh,
begin
you
to
haven't
peek
heard of
down.
Critical Role? Ah, it's so
More light
good. You should
comes
start
to
with
your
Campaign 1.
attention. You can see there are
I advise checking out Campaign 1.
lanterns.
Oh, it's
kind of
so
set
good.
against
They're the best.
Walls that give a soft, warm glow to a stone chamber.
Critical Role is literally
It looks
what everything is compared
almost
to.
like a
They are the like
prison.
top echelon, like
Some sort of a holding chamber as you begin to glance
Like,
downward into the
basically
very beginning
the thing in
stages
D&D with
of
DMs is like
your descent,
it's like
revealing what's below,
everybody says you
beyond
don't
the
have to be
staircase.
Matt Mercer, who's the
You can see
DM.
some
That's
boxes to the
that's
side, some storage or
this guy here. This is Matt
containers
Mercer.
used for transference.
Um,
To the right, you see some sort of odd
Basically, the recommendation is you don't
contraption
have to be that good. Just
from just what
strive
you can
to
see so
be your own
far,
DM. But they are
can't
the
be any
like
smaller than
like the
10 feet
tippy
tall.
top echelon of D&D.
Metallic with odd kind of
They're so
glowing
good.
bluish lines and tubes, kind of giving a faint glow and a pulse to it.
I will message you. I will send you a link.
You look across the way.
For
and you
sure,
can
I'll send
see
you a link
bars
on YouTube
that
so
connotate
that you
side
can check it out
chambers
if you'd like.
where
You
these
don't have
holding
to.
cells would be.
but I
When
recommend
you hear the humming. It's just beyond your vision. You see a figure stepping back to what looks to be a central table, covered in all manner of odd alchemical and arcane
Also,
implements spread
I
across
think you
it
and
in a
I should play
cluster.
D&D together someday.
The figure
I
you
think
see
it'd be
from
fun.
behind appears to be human, tall, maybe.
Just a thought.
I don't know. Quick glance, 7, 8 feet tall, very thin, long, lithe arms and legs, and what looks to be like a black coat with tails.
Black coats with tails.
No, like it.
You can see their head is hairless. Their skin almost a pale gray jaundiced yellow. Long ears that curve just slightly backward, far longer than any elf you've seen. And as they continue to hum,
what the
they pull
fuck
up a
are
stool
they?
and sit in it. This stool is far lower than a person of their stature, and as they sit, the way that their knees now bend upward and their arms extend outward in a very Jack Skellington figure, they look like a spider in the way that they then curl forward on the table and begin pulling implements in. You hear a voice right out in the chamber be like, "And what are you doing, huh? What the fuck are you planning?" Echoing in the chamber. And you do. And the figure goes, "Oh, do not worry, friend. You've a gift that you hoard so selfishly. I want to see it shared with the people. After all, why not share your gifts with the world, my friend?" You hear something else shift and bang against bars in another area and goes, "Oh, don't worry, your time is soon. But for now, we have more pressing matters."
Yo.
They stand up.
This is a
and start
Dr.
walking back towards the
Frankenstein
contraption in the corner.
something.
Carrying this like odd blue stone. What do you do?
Their setup is amazing. They have a studio walkthrough, like trailer of their studio of how they have it set up.
The person that's
It's
on the,
fucking
on the
glorious.
table, are they like on a slanted gurney? Or are they
All of this
The
is
person on the
custom
table,
made
you just heard a voice.
Just heard a
with
voice. Okay.
screens
I
and
always saw him
lighting
sitting in
and
that crazy
mics
spot.
and
Facing away from you. Yeah, you haven't
digital,
seen this person's
everything.
face yet,
It's
just
Any
from
sort of
fucking
tables or
beautiful.
anything like that? Desks?
You'd have to
It's
get lower
so
into the
pretty.
stairs
I'll do
to
it.
like you have a. Okay, you get
Maybe
lower,
I'll send you that
you're
link
walking
too.
back in your direction.
It's so good.
I'll go back up.
Like heading back towards the contraption to your immediate right.
Okay,
so,
okay.
so you back up a
Yeah, I'll
bit.
hug that wall too.
Okay.
This is a full production, by the way. Like everything that they do here is a lot of money. It's a professional
sparking and
setup.
flashing again. Kind of takes a moment, inspects it. Walks back to the table.
I think we could take him. What is he? I don't know. He's enormously tall, skinny, very long ears, more long than elven ears, and very, very pale skin. I don't know what he is.
He's not a doppelganger. I don't know what the hell he
If
is.
he's come and he's turned around again, maybe are the arcs like throwing shadows that like intermittently show where he is in the room?
Yeah, little bits here and there, and then once the arcs, like steps away from it, it's not like it instantly stops.
Yeah.
You can hear the sparking going in this kind of winding sensation. Finishes with the stone in the middle, and you can't get out the details off to the side. You can just see the edge of the contraption and see the sparks coming off of it and the flashes of energy. When he steps away, it winds down. And as it does, it still sparks again. And you can occasionally see these long streaks of shadow across the room.
On the
just
wind
out of
down,
sight.
I'll come down with the boots, come down and I'll slice the pie. So I'm like just putting one eye around the edge, keeping my profile around the edge as thin as possible to see what I can see in the room.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Should we stay up yet?
16.
16. Coming down a bit and glancing
16's
inside,
not
you
bad.
can see that large table in the center where he's sitting with all the materials and contraptions upon it.
16 sure as hell ain't bad.
Beyond that, you can see on the opposite end of the chamber, there is another cell. And there, kind of arm held against it, kind of on the ground on both knees, looking haggard, is Gurge.
Yep.
Within the room, you can see a desk on the far back left that is also covered in odd contraptions and books and scrawlings.
This is kind of a weird place to hop in, by the way. I'm sorry, but there are 9 episodes prior to this, so there's a lot of setup.
See with that roll.
There's a lot of other information that you're missing out on.
Come down or stay up?
Come down.
Quietly.
As you can.
Alright, we'll head down the stairs.
I will draw my my wood chisel and hold it in a reverse grip, and I'll keep an eye as thin as I can on him, and keep an ear to the stairs. If a loud noise is made, it's on.
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself before I head down.
Any other preparation anyone's doing here?
Welcome to Night Vale.
Got
It's
any of
so
your-
good.
Any of your spells you don't want to, in case things go into a combat, you
so
want to
good.
not spend a round getting ready for. Now's the time to do it before you
I'm gonna
descend.
whisper into my staff. The little snakies, get them ready.
Okay. Do you want to bring out Mr.
When this is coming to a close, I'd love to have a little bit more of a conversation before I end the stream.
I have one wild shape left, so I don't know if I want to bring out Mr.
But
it's your call.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about.
Use a little.
Oh, you're getting ready, huh? You're bringing it up. Okay.
Back to back with my flower girl. I once again just yanked my arm a little bit, got a little stuck. Ooh.
Oh, that was a real one.
Wow.
That real pop. And take my form of dread.
Okay.
Real
This is
question.
your last use of that.
Who's got the longest speed? I'm just curious. Who's got it north of 30? 35.
Ooh.
Everybody else that or under?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody got anything
You can
ranged
form
they
it
would
twice
wanna
per day?
kick off?
Yeah. Proficiency, right?
Lots of ranged stuff.
These are the range kids.
We get some range.
I will,
Not bad. Yes.
does anyone need any temporary hit points?
I just got some. Yes.
You do?
Very shit hit
Okay.
points.
I will
Yeah,
do my
she-
sympathetic binding with...
Oh,
Okay.
You don't want that?
well, I don't want you to get hurt trying to protect.
Oh, don't you worry.
It's a short sword, which looks like a long sword.
I'll bind with Imogen and... Who else needs some? You're a healer. Dorian.
Okay.
And that's an action. And then as a bonus action, I can grant them 4 temporary hit points.
Yep. So you both get 4 temporary hit points. Now I would like everybody to make a stealth check except for Chetney.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Don't hang around?
Not right away. I just
Okay.
can't, I don't trust my stealth.
Okay. All right. So you hang back. It's about 40 feet.
Oh no,
from the top
Fern!
Of the staircase. To
Oh
the
no,
bottom. So just
Fern!
keep that in mind. All right.
9.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Good.
12. 1 with
Okay.
the wall. 15.
Okay.
22.
14.
Okay. You all carefully descend the stairs,
A little
and you all
bumpy.
can begin to hear that. You see a spark come from the table, a smaller iteration of what's been coming from that machine.
Okay.
You all slowly begin to come to the bottom of the stairs. You all kind of check in, see the same things that Chetney's been seeing. The figure sitting there humming at the table, its knees knocked up and high, its arms kind of over
If
and bent out of
only
sight,
they
facing
had
around.
Mask of Many Faces.
Lifts up over its shoulder a blue gem about the size of someone's clenched fist up, the fingers long and kind of clutching it. Very well. I think that'll do, don't you? And glances back towards you all at the stairs, kind of spins around on the stool. Well, I wasn't expecting guests, but... Well, The night seems to be getting more and more interesting, doesn't it? And you now get a glance at the figure as it spins.
Yeah.
The face, eyebrowless, the eyes themselves, these dark green, full sclera eyes, almost alien in their elf-like points, in their size. No nose, and the mouth itself doesn't appear to have lips more than it's like a jack-o'-lantern jagged grin that curves up where the ears begin.
Oh, jeez.
What?
What the fuck is this?
I like it.
I love him.
And that's where we're gonna.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
But yes.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god. Let's fight him right now.
You guys almost had the drop. You almost had the drop.
Holy shit.
Yo, I want to see art. I want to see art of this. Hey, how's it going, Zeno? How is it going? Tuning in so late on the stream. I'm sorry, but it's going to be coming to a close soon. Soon. But welcome.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
By the way, I keep looking over here because I have
Maybe we'll
chat
find out.
right here.
We'll see.
So this is where I'm seeing chat is over in this direction.
I'm wearing the shirt he gave me.
Oh.
Love you, buddy. All right. So pick up there next week. We'll see you guys then. Remember, we love you very much, and
Yes.
this is Thursday. Good night.
All right. Wow. Well, I appreciate you stopping in. Well, shit. Yeah, sorry, we've been going for a little while. Normally these streams, so it's a watch party. This stream, Critical Reflections, a watch party of Critical Role, which normally airs on Thursdays, and then the rebroadcast is featured on YouTube on Mondays, and that's when I do my Critical Reflection watch party stream, which is this. I was not able to do it yesterday because I was finishing a campaign yesterday and was just really tired from that and just drained and wasn't in the right mindset, didn't want to do it. I would have started it around 11 anyway. It was a bit late, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it tonight. So we're here. Regardless, thank you for tuning in. Now, a couple points of order. First of all, Sushi, you mentioned Welcome to Night Vale earlier. I love Welcome to Night Vale. I don't have much gear from. Actually, here, check this out. I have something. It's D&D related, but it might remind you of a certain kitty cat on the show, kind of, sort of. I got it as a Christmas present. I don't know what to name it yet, but maybe that'll be the inspiration. Maybe I'll name it Koshak. Hold on, let me try and get it in frame. Where's in frame? It's a displacer kitten. There we go. It's a little displacer kitten. It's so cute. Anyway, I too absolutely love Welcome to Night Vale. I've been listening to it for a long time. I actually went to a live show in Brooklyn at the Bell House a few years back. Went and saw them live and got to meet them, got some autographs and stuff. I got to dance with Symphony Sanders and with God, what is her name? The faceless old woman. Played Matilda. What is her name? I forget her name. Oh my god. I can see her face. I danced with her. It was fun. Shit. Well, I say danced with her. It wasn't like a one-on-one dance. It was like we were all together dancing, and we were like right next to those two, Symphony Sanders and God, I can't remember her name. Regardless, we danced with them, and it was so wonderful, and they were wonderful people. We didn't get to sit and chat with Cecil, but we did get a picture. I got a picture with Dylan Marin. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we took a selfie with Dylan Marin, and he was so sweet. Such a good person. Oh my god, he was so good. So I'm a huge fan. I just wanted to point that out. Like, Welcome to Night Vale is amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're great. But that's that. I will share with you. I'll send you like through Messenger or something. I'll send you some links to stuff. I want to send you first of all the campaign 1 for this. It's a long journey. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Campaign 1 was like 100 and something episodes, 120, 130, something like that. I don't know. And each episode ranges somewhere between like 3 hours and 5 hours, depending on, you know, what's happening in the thing, the session. So it's a lot of content. It's more than your average TV show for sure. It's each campaign is like 100 or so episodes long, and each one is at least like 3 hours. So it's a lot of content. I've watched campaign 1. I've watched partway through campaign 2, then restarted, and I'm currently episode 40, I think about 40 on campaign 2 again, which is approximately where I left off the first time. So I'm slowly working through that. And then I just started this, campaign 3. Yeah, I mean, it's quite a bit more information than quite a bit more going on, a lot more depth and a lot of stuff going on than Welcome to Night Vale, because Welcome to Night Vale is like half an hour, 20 minutes to a half hour per episode. Yeah, this is a lot of content. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. It's a fucking lot to undertake, but if you get into it, it's so fucking good. These guys write amazing stories, and Matt Mercer, the guy right there, he I don't know if you said you didn't know about Critical Role. These guys are all like huge, famous people, voice actors, and oh well, we're on ad break. I will wait for a moment for this to pass. It's an ad break. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I guess it is approximately the right time for it, though. Yeah, I'll give it a second. Just kind of let it. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. I don't have control over it. Oh, I do technically. But when it runs ads, it's set on like a timer, so every so often it'll just run ads. But I'll let that go for a sec. Actually, let's not have that. I need some water. Wet the whistle. Oh my god. Oh, so good though. Okay, I'm back. Awesome. Sorry about that. Yeah, the ads run on a timer, so it's like every half hour. It starts like 4 minutes in, and then like at 4 minutes into it in a stream, and then every half hour after it runs ads. I have it set so that it builds at least something for my channel, because I'm not making dick. Regardless, sorry, so sorry. What was I saying? I was saying, these guys, Matt Mercer, the rest of the cast. You've got Travis Willingham. You've got the newest guy, Robbie Damond. He's the one playing Dorian. You can see on the screen the blue guy with the swishy white hair with the lute. That's playing Dorian. His name's Robbie Damond. He's an actor, voice actor. The person playing Laudna in purple, that's Marisha Ray. She is, I believe I don't think they got married. I think they're still engaged. She's engaged to Matt Mercer, who is the DM. Then there's FCG, Fresh Cut Grass, the little automaton golden guy. That is Sam Riegel. Then bottom left is Fern. She's played by Ashley Johnson. Next to her is Imogen, who is Laura Bailey, who is married to Travis Willingham, the top left. Next to Laura is Orem, who is played by Liam O'Brien. And then next to him is Ashton, who is played by Taliesin Jaffe. And they're all voice actors, super hugely famous. Let me see if I can actually back it up a little bit. So that's the whole cast. Like, I'll minimize this. Travis Willingham, Robbie Damon, he's the new guy, just this season, and they did a thing over the summer. Marisha Ray, Sam Riegel, Ashley Johnson, Laura Bailey, Liam O'Brien, and Taliesin Jaffe, and of course, Matt Mercer. These guys do voices for characters in video games, animated series, everything. They're voiceover people. They've been doing it for years. These are literally some of the biggest fucking names in voice acting in Hollywood in a lot of ways for their talent. These guys are amazing. So you'll probably video games and stuff. You'll probably recognize a lot of them if you look for them in credits and stuff. You'll probably see their names all over stuff. I could name off roles just at will, just a whole list of things that each of them have done. But they have this critical role. It initially was with Geek and Sundry, a company started by Felicia Day years ago. And they branched off into their own thing. They're still associated with Geek and Sundry, but now they're kind of their own department. They have this new studio that they just had. I mean, probably. He's probably voiced some stuff in Skyrim. He did the cowboy, I can't remember what they renamed him, but the cowboy from the one who says, "It's high noon," from Overwatch. He voiced him. That's one of his most famous roles that he's known for because of that. He was McCree, but now he's been renamed. Yeah, I mean, all of these guys have done amazing voices. Both Ashley Johnson and Laura Bailey were voices in The Last of Us. Ashley Johnson has been the voice of Ellie since the beginning. Laura Bailey, next to her, voiced Abby in The Last of Us 2. They do, if you watch anime dubbed, Liam O'Brien does a lot of voices in a lot of anime. So does Sam Riegel. He does super charismatic, high-pitched voices. They all do some anime. They've all done anime voices. Matt Mercer's done a bunch. He played, one that surprised me is he played in, oh god, I can't even think of the name of it. Sinbad, It was. I think he played the voice of Sinbad. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was the voice of Sinbad in The Adventures of Sinbad. But he's done so many voices. They've all done, and they're some of the most talented people. But this is what they do. This is a thing that they've been doing since like 2014 or something. They've been doing Critical Role. So I'll share with you later. A link to Campaign 1. If you want to watch it, you're welcome to do so. You don't have to watch. You could just listen. Do however you want. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I recommend it. They are literally like the top echelon of like D&D podcasts. I can't even express that enough. Per stream, they have several, like 1 to 200,000 viewers like every single stream. So, I mean, they're huge. But yeah, this set, it's amazing. Maybe I'll send you the link to specifically the trailer. They did like a 10-minute video of them discussing this new set for this campaign, Campaign 3. So maybe I'll show you, like, the lanterns are custom, the woodwork is custom, the screens where it looks like there's multiple layers, those are screens that are, like, it's all run off of, like, one system to have a full weather system, to have lighting. All the lighting is intertwined. It has a full sound, like, surround sound, and it's tied in with every single thing in the studio. Like, it's a full interactive studio. It's like going on a Disney ride, but in a studio. It's so fucking cool. There's all kinds of secrets. Like, there's little secret things hidden in the lanterns, like little symbolisms and stuff. It's all extremely well thought out. So I will share that with you if you want to check it out. I 100% recommend it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but without a doubt. And I mentioned earlier, you and I should totally do like some D&D thing, even if it's a one-shot someday. I think you and I could have some fun with that. So if you are up to it someday, I think that'd be fun. I currently have 300 plus characters, and I'm always coming up with a new one at least like once. At least once a month, I'm coming up with a new character. So I'm always coming up with characters, so I could happily have a character ready to go for a thing, for D&D or Pathfinder or whatever. I could have a thing. So either way, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. How have you been? I saw you stream forever ago, but I haven't kept up lately. I don't know if you've been streaming. I don't know what you've been up to. You said you moved. I didn't know you were moving. What's going on? How's it going? Sorry, I don't mean to assault you with any questions. You don't have to answer anything you don't feel comfortable answering, but I haven't talked to you, and I like to catch up, and I miss you, and it's nice to talk to you. I'm going to back it up a little.
Episode of
Okay. Yeah. Just let me know, or maybe I'll see the notification. I have notifications turned on for you and a handful of others. Either way, shoot me a message if you'd like when you go live, and if I'm conscious, not in the middle of streaming or something, whatever. Even if I'm doing like gaming or whatever, I might, I'll throw you up and watch, even if it's on the background. I'd like to support my friends, so anybody I'm close to, and I'd love to tune in. So, and also, you and I should stream sometime. We've been talking about that for a while. Yeah, absolutely. I will reach out and I'll chat. But you and I should totes do some sort of stream thingy. I know we've been talking about it for a bit. I still have Phasmophobia. I got a new one that I haven't played yet. My friends that I often stream with, we all got Ghost Hunter Corp. Or Core, I don't know. And we were planning on playing that. We just haven't gotten around to it. But I do have Phasmophobia. I have a lot of other games too. On Steam, I have like 100 games. On PlayStation, I have like 350. So I've got a lot of games. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could always collab whenever. I don't think we need to be. I don't think we need to be affiliate to do collab stuff. But yeah, if you want to stream sometime, you want to do anything, like absolutely. I would happily plug your stream and stuff in my chat. I don't get a lot of viewers. Like, I probably average around like 3, maybe 4 viewers a stream. Sometimes I get like upwards of like, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. But that's kind of rare anymore. I had a streak where I was getting that like every single stream. I was getting anywhere from like 5 to 10 viewers, which was nice. But it kind of evened back out. So either way, I will send you a message in Messenger, and I will absolutely hit you up. We can chat. It's been a while. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's really cool. Wasn't expecting you, and it was really nice. To everybody else who's currently still here as well, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you tuning into the stream. If you aren't already, please do hit that follow button, become a follower. Then you get... Yes, you too. Hearts. But, yeah, if you're not already, please do hit the follow button so you become a follower and you get notifications of when I go live and you support the content like this and other stuff that I make. And if you have the capability of doing so, subscription would be really wonderful. Of course, you don't have to, but if you do feel inclined to do so, that would be very much appreciated. I do have a YouTube channel where I upload these streams afterward at some point, so you can catch those over on YouTube in case they do time out and eventually disappear here on Twitch. So you can watch those VODs on YouTube. They are linked to this, and you can find that as well as my various social media accounts. They're all linked in my Twitch information. It'll just have all the Twitch stuff, all the link stuff. You can find it in About, and you can find it, I believe, just right there on Home. I think it should all be there. But yeah, everything's linked. If you want to reach out, you want to @me, you want to send me messages, anything like that, I have lots of links available for you to do that. Any sort of feedback, anything you would wish to mention, go ahead. If you have any suggestions, please send them my way. I love feedback. Anything you'd like to see me do, if you want to play a game with me, any ways that I can improve my streams, let me know. Anything you want me to do, anything you want to change, any feedback whatsoever, criticisms, anything, @me, message me. There's lots of ways to reach out to me. So thank you so much for tuning in the stream, everybody. I hope you had a good time. I love these. I'm a huge fan of Critical Role, as you all know. So I love this so much. I wish this was a little bit more popular. I wish we could get some more critters and people in and just have a nice, good chat session. But I appreciate people coming in. I like a nice, easygoing, relaxing stream. So this has been really wonderful. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you with all my heart, from the bottom of my heart. And yeah. Help me come up with a name, by the way. If you guys get any good suggestions, I'm thinking Koshek, maybe. I didn't think of that until I just made the connection between this and Welcome to Night Vale. But if you come up with any good names, send them my way. I keep hitting my mic. I'm so sorry. So if you have any good suggestions, send them my way, and I will consider them. Yeah. Either way, I hope you had a good time. I had plenty of fun, and I appreciate everybody who stopped in. Thank you so much. Love you guys. You have a wonderful night, and I will certainly see you again maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. I don't know. I don't know when the next night I'll be streaming. I don't have a regular schedule quite like that, but soon. Next couple of days I'll stream again. Maybe some Deep Rock, or get into Faz, or maybe another Hitman or Battlefield 1 episode. So either way, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. I'll see you then. Good night, guys.